Arty Keg, all right?
Arty Before Show Live here in Rivera, episode 89. 89? 9? We're here with Adam the Mallets.
What's up, everybody?
And Eric Danger Powers.
Didn't want to mess Nola up.
Is your mic on? I didn't know if I turned it on.
Is it on?
Yeah, there you go. All right. Yeah. And it's Thursday.
It is.
We leaving for the. So I am leaving for the Super Bowl tomorrow.
We go back to Wednesday next week.
Yes, we'll be back to Wednesdays next week.
Thank you.
We just did Thursday last week, so we could.
Driver's education.
He's got driving.
Re-education.
I would love to be in that backseat watching that.
Re-education.
I would like to.
No, it's class. 8-hour class. I gotta go for Wednesday and Thursday.
It's
too.
8-hour class.
Yeah, four 1 day full day. I'm hoping we get one of those teachers that says, "Look, I'm just gonna do it all right now."
Let's watch a movie.
Yeah.
That's all driving school was when I was there.
No,
Was
watching
movies.
movies. Yep.
Re-education one.
We used to watch World's Deadliest
Not-
Car
it's not
Crashes.
driver's
Mm.
ed.
It was great.
Not driver's
And
ed.
so what's they're going to teach you in 8 hours they didn't already know?
Well, obviously I didn't learn it because I got my license fucking suspended. So
Yeah, but you got. I thought you got it because you just didn't renew it.
no speeding tickets.
Oh well, there you go. You're not known to drive. I think I've only driven in a car with you 5 times in 11 years.
What's that like?
Like I think I could count every moment. I think I rode with him twice in his Honda, and I think I maybe rode with him maybe 5 times in the van.
What was it like?
No, it was
all right.
He was probably shit because I was the one who was getting drunk. You were always driving.
I was probably drunk when he was driving. So one time I do remember we were in the van, and there was a certain person who thinks they're funny was in the back, and she was drunk and high, and she was like rolling a blunt on it like a Limp Bizkit CD.
Oh yeah!
And something happened. Something happened that night at Mickey D's.
The minute you said
I'll
someone,
leave it at that.
the minute you said someone who thinks they're funny, I thought of Jr. That's what I thought. you were going with that.
No, it's a female.
If I ever had him in my car and
A
he fucking
female.
driving up a cliff.
Yes, this particular female supposedly works at a bar in Boston, which I go to every pregame before the Celtics, and have never seen her there.
Is it the one I'm thinking of?
The
Yeah.
one who says he's gonna give me a job for
Yeah.
winter, and then it's like,
I've never seen her there. I've seen her there once actually.
I think she got another job.
Wow, but then she had her uncle in the place. Or something? Who knows? Full of
fuck-
stories.
Her relatives own everything. I guess.
Guess so. Stories for days.
More stories than Mother Goose.
So last time we had a show, it was the 18th. Was the AFC Championship? Didn't even happen yet.
No.
It was this Wednesday before the AFC
A lot's
Championship.
happened.
I forget what I predicted.
I think we all picked the
We
Patriots.
picked them to go, but I
Yeah.
forget.
That was a fucking nail biter.
I think I picked them to lose.
That game was a little scary, huh?
Pacing.
Yeah.
It didn't get scary till the end.
Yeah.
No, I thought they win the Chargers. Against Kansas City, we all thought they'd
Were
lose.
you here? You weren't here. No,
I was.
You were here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
You
here.
were here?
Yeah.
For the AFC Championship game, you were here?
Oh wait, was I?
Oh, no.
No, I
you
wasn't.
weren't here. No,
I
you weren't
wasn't.
here.
I thought you meant the show we did.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
last show we did.
no. It's like,
Oh, okay.
No, you
over
weren't
there.
here. Yeah, my
The whole
parents were
last
here.
2 minutes- The whole
Yeah.
2 minutes of the fourth quarter, I was over there.
Double back was there.
Oh, I texted about it. I'm like, is Arty in a
Biting
field
my
position?
lip not to say, Ellen, shut up!
Yeah, my mother just kept saying, they stink. They should be traded.
Like, the
Over and
Brady
over.
threw an interception in the first quarter. She's like, okay, it's over.
That's like my
it's
mom.
over.
Yeah,
It's like
it's
that.
painful.
Yep.
It's painful.
It's just like Adi made a good point. It's just like probably watch him with any other mother.
All the mothers
The
are the
questions.
same. Yeah, it's the stupid questions, yeah.
She asked a question in the first game, then asked the same question in the second game, and then Adi goes, Ma, the rules don't change.
Yeah.
My mom doesn't do that. It's just if the other team gets the first down, it's oh my god, shit.
All hell
Like
breaks
exactly what
loose.
Ellen was doing.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like the end of the world.
What else? She said something, and then a big out said something. Oh, it was a riot.
She said she asked about some rule. She said something. It was just idiocity. It's basically what it is. Yeah. One day she was getting really excited. She
I
kept
thought
yelling,
Sue was gonna
touchback,
kill her.
touchback.
Yeah.
I thought Sue was gonna kill her.
I can imagine.
Oh, yeah.
She was not in the right mindset to begin
When,
with.
when Sue went off, I'm like, she goes to something I said. I go, Ellen, you gotta.
Yep.
You kind of like when a fan is in the room, you gotta, you're saying like,
I had
you
a
gotta,
men to a crying
yeah,
baby.
You like turning the knife.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh.
And the fact that Suze did not respond to my text asking if she's okay.
She got up, walked
Oh, yeah.
to the other room. He had to go.
Yeah,
in
she wasn't
the
very
room. She's
happy.
like, was it something I said? I go, oh, I mean, she's
No.
upset, but you can't
She
turn.
wasn't very happy
You
about
like-
your text. I can tell you that one.
It wasn't even bad. I was asking if she was okay.
The
Yeah.
doctor didn't
And
even,
it was the next day.
the doctor didn't even say anything.
Yeah, the doctor was, like he likes to fucking push the buttons. If you're in the neighborhood and you want to come to a Super Bowl party, the doctor and Danger Powers will be hosting one here at the apartment.
With
One of the
unsalted
main reasons
pretzels
these
and
two-
vitamin
one
water.
of the main
Or
reasons
no,
these two, because
There'll be all the unsalted pretzels and soda water you can think
There'll
of.
be strangers in the house. These two might act up. I don't know if they're freaking medication dosage. I don't want to end up.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna deal with it. So it's probably gonna be meat doctor and
Just get them
maybe
high.
another guess.
Nice.
Ooh.
I don't smoke weed for the month. Can't
right.
smoke weed for the next month
Why?
because I got urinalysis for a medication. If I have marijuana in my system, they're gonna give it to me,
Yeah.
and I'm probably gonna need to take one in February, early March, sometime for the casino.
Oh, look at you.
Union, it's union.
Well,
I'm just I don't know if that's for sure.
Yeah.
I'm just guessing. Every
Okay.
other casino's a union.
I guess so. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay.
It's a good assumption.
So there goes your fun.
Yeah.
So back to the booze. Back on the old wagon.
Like I'm on some other pills, some other medication that I can.
Oh.
Alcohol intensifies, so
Wow, that sounds wild.
intensifies alcohol. Am I saying it wrong? You know what I mean?
Good enough. I know what you mean. No.
Having
Maybe you should do
one,
some
like having
preludes.
two.
Yeah.
Do some
Oh,
preludes.
preludes?
They don't
Preludes?
pop up in your drug
Isn't that
test.
I really
Quaaludes?
want. I really
Quaaludes,
want, I really
Quaaludes.
want my ADD medicine. So,
Mm.
because the script I'm on now has got a slight stimulant, and it's I can feel that little one. Maybe it's a placebo effect, maybe not, but I can feel it, and if it's already helping me. So,
Sounds wild.
Yeah. So
I'm a new
Arty.
man.
Well, I'm excited for it. A new man, yeah.
So, yeah.
He's going to college.
Yes, I can't wait.
Did you already put your shit together?
No, because I can't. So basically, what I was telling Adam on the ride over.
I thought he was fucking with us today.
At Bucket, they have a mini session.
Yeah.
I can't get in the other one because it starts Sunday.
Okay.
But March 31st to like May something, I'm gonna take a class or two, probably like a prerequisite for something that I might have to want to take. Because I want to take 2 film classes. I know they're at Bucket Hill, but I want to take it's film as art and film is something else. But I got to take college writing, which I think I might have already taken there.
Yeah.
I got some classes when I just.
You can get your credits transferred, you know.
I know. So I'm going for the media technology communication, and I'm gonna try to transfer to Salem State, and then I'm gonna legit go full.
And by the time he's 60 years old,
no, 4 years.
No, that's cool though. At least you're
I'll
doing
get
something
it done.
positive. You know, you're.
I would like to transfer to like.
you're gonna try to have sex with some college girls. Oh, giggity, giggity.
It's gonna be their daughter. It's like your daughter's.
He's gonna join a frat. Isn't that a movie where someone goes to college with their
Back
kid?
to school.
Yeah.
Back to school, yeah, that's right. Yeah, all right.
Wow,
I
I
knew,
haven't
there
seen
was,
it in a long
I knew
time.
there was a movie made about that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be me.
There you go.
Thornton Mellon. I'm gonna be Thornton Mellon.
Hey, listen, you know,
Hey,
Arty's
if I,
going to Super Bowl.
you know, I get a communications degree, come out, just work at a radio station. I know, whatever. I'll work at a radio station, make it okay money.
No, that's good. It's
whatever.
better than wasting away and just sitting around smoking weed all day.
Yeah,
It's proud of
give
you,
me
man.
something to do.
Yeah, do it,
good
man.
thing about going to
There's a
college in the 2020s instead of the 90s like you originally went is that AIDS is now pretty much gone. So
Well,
I mean,
6 drug users just been. Did you see the paper yesterday?
was it?
Six intravenous drug users of positive for HIV in Boston. So people in Boston,
Don't
Be
share
careful.
needles.
Do not
Don't
share
be a
needles.
fool,
Well,
wrap
now
your
that
tool.
it can be spread the other way because those people
Yeah.
have it. So
Yeah, but
Be careful banging.
But the sex, you know what I mean?
sex.
You know, you would know if the person you're having sex with is an intravenous drug unit user. And you probably wouldn't have sex with her.
Speaking of nutcases, introduced drug users, that girl that was found alive. Remember, I swear, I thought she was getting up in the Charles. Remember the girl that vanished about near,
yeah.
Oh,
who
yeah.
ended up in that crazy guy's place at the Charlestown Project?
That's right, yeah, yeah.
Right? I can't believe she was found
her
alive.
phone went on right when he posted his picture. They said that the phone went on. She texted her mother because he knew he was fucked.
Yeah.
He's in Bridgewater now.
Wait, what happened?
The girl that disappeared right when they posted his picture.
Yeah.
That phone pinged on. She started texting her mother because the guy knew he was caught. He was just waiting for the cops to come.
But he was still
shit.
being all weird. And like,
He didn't rape her.
I
Yeah.
know, which is weird. I don't even know. I don't know. A lot
Yeah,
of
was-
details have not been.
Wow,
it's
I
no
like that
witness.
the guy is
She told-
he's never worked a job before.
Yeah, she
which I
told.
found was
she's not
fascinating.
wrong. She told the detective taking him to the hospital that he just wouldn't let me leave.
That's one of the worst projects in Boston. Too.
Yeah.
Charlestown's like is extremely
No, it's
outside
not.
of that, extremely like.
what's great about that
fruity,
project?
But that is the worst one.
If you go literally 50 feet from that house,
Hipsters.
it's $1 million fucking
Yeah, exactly.
house.
Yeah,
Not to like living next to the dirtiest project in the city.
like 2 blocks away from the Bunker Hill Monument.
Yeah,
It's like
and then you get his
shithole.
fucking
The guy,
row
they
house.
said when he was in court, he was crying and sobbing, praying for forgiveness.
Guy has
Sucking
something
on
wrong
his
with him.
thumb. If you notice in the picture of him by himself, he's looking at the camera, he's sucking his thumb again. So
Yeah.
what 38-year-old man sucks his thumb?
Maybe somebody who's actually smart and doesn't want to go to jail and wants to go to a nut house. That's a possibility.
guy's
too.
a little bit on the
But
crazy
I don't think so.
side.
The guy's a little nuts.
He is a little
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah, so Arty's going to the Super Bowl. We're getting to that
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Yeah. Well, we'll be going to we're leaving tomorrow morning to down south. And then media day tomorrow, first thing. I should be there right about midway through the morning shows. I'm probably going to catch the end of the morning shows because they get down around 10 o'clock. Yeah, so I should be in. I'll probably will miss them. I'll be there around 10 o'clock
If you
into
get
media.
to interview Julian Edelman, you FaceTime me.
Yes.
And be like, do you remember this
I
guy? I'm like, do you
will-
remember me? Because remember when he called my friend, you'd be like, I got to FaceTime someone.
Yeah.
See if you remember him.
Scal remembered us last week.
That's what I meant to ask you. Do you remember
Yes.
him? Did he remember when he saw you?
So-
Tell
You
him.
mean Michael Rappaport?
Yeah.
So yeah, well, I'll get back to
should
the
ask
Super Bowl
him
for a
one
minute. But,
day.
okay, so what happened was, we and Stu had this behind the scenes tour of NBC Sports Boston. So we go and they take us down like the burrows of the garden, which I never been before. It's all these like secret tunnels and shit.
Yeah.
So know where we went for when we had the tickets when we sat courtside? Yeah. The opposite side over there is where the players all park their cars inside the building now. So you had all like Charlotte did.
They used to park in that lot with
Yeah.
condos.
So you had all these beautiful cars in there. So they take us in, and all the goalies they hang the goals from the fucking guy. It's actually where the Zamboni comes out. That's exactly where we were.
Like where we went in Charlotte.
Exactly. Yes. So all
Came out with a Zamboni.
yeah. So we went. So they take us down there, and then they
God,
they took us across the street. So they're like, all right, he's like, because it's a national broadcast game, we're going to take you to the trailer where they do all the broadcasting from outside. But we'll take you across the street to Ace Tickets, and you can meet Scal and Draper.
You're like, I met Scal before.
So I didn't say anything. So there was 6 of us total. So we go into the NBC studios, and Kyle Draper's like, Draper's fucking doing his makeup. They do their own makeup and shit. He's there, and he's just chit-chatting with us and everything. And I felt like saying my wife thought you were Magic Johnson last time she seen you at the stadium. And she goes, because one time we're sitting there and he's doing like on-court stuff, and she goes, is that Magic Johnson?
Oh my
Oh, yeah, you
God.
took the picture.
Yeah. So all of a sudden, Scal comes in like a fucking like an asteroid. They're like, hey, what's up, guys? And he's like, what are you guys doing here? If I told her, this is pretty cool. So he starts going to all of us, and he gets to me, and he looks at me, and he's like, where have I met you before? And he goes, 84. He's like, I remember you. And I go, he was like looking at me, and he goes, I don't remember where I remember you from. I go, 2 years ago, Celtics private plane to Charlotte. And he goes, that's right. And he comes over and just whacks me in the back. He's like, yeah. And he looks at he looks at Sue and goes, who are you? And she's like, I'm his wife. And he's like, oh. He's like, he didn't bring you on the trip, though. So then we took a picture of him. And then he's like, what do you say? He's like, oh, you guys are married. I go, yeah, we were going to invite you to the wedding, but you guys were like in Charlotte or something like that. He's like, I would have came.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
And then he was like, he's like, can I borrow your Arty 84 jersey?
Did you tell me we were going to make him up a shirt?
Yeah. And he goes, how about you wear mine and I'll wear yours? On like, he's like, we do like a pub crawl. Like, let's do it St. Patrick's Day. And he's like, all right. So, all right, fine. I'll hold you to it. So we're going to fucking get a
see
Scal,
about
get
that.
him an Arty 84 jersey
Yeah,
and
let's
see if
see. Let's
Scal
see where that goes.
at least walk down the street.
That'd be cool.
It would be cool.
That'd be cool.
I go, yeah, I bang on the glass every time I walk by. He's like, oh, the asshole does that.
Are they in the inside now, too? Again, I saw them, and they're inside now, right?
We inside the garden?
Yeah. Don't they do the Ace ticket thing inside now?
So they do the Ace ticket thing at Ace Tickets.
Still? Okay.
But then he has to go to the stadium because he's the halftime report in the stadium. Then he has to run back outside at like the end of like halfway to the fourth to get to the other thing. But yeah, so we met Scal, and then we got to go courtside for the warm-ups. So they let us into the garden. So we're actually sitting right next to where friggin' Tommy and Mike Gorman would do their play-by-play right in there. But it was a ESPN game, so ESPN was sitting there instead. So I'm like sitting right next to the ESPN guy. So there's the rep's like, hey, we can sit here as long as we want until someone kicks us out. So all right. So all of a sudden I look out my eye and I see this little small Jewish man coming from like bat out of hell, like looking around like this, like it's fucking Robert Kraft. He's just going around shaking everyone's hand.
Oh, man.
So I popped my camera out, so I got a picture of his dick shaking his hand.
Should
What all I
ask him
got?
to feel like a hot dog, grilled, sliced.
He looked like he had a few already.
He always sounds like he has. Like
Yeah.
he talks kind of slow, like
Yeah.
he's just, yeah.
A couple
served him
martinis.
It could be
I served
old.
him a well gin and tonic in a plastic cup.
That's right, you did.
Yeah, I didn't know it was going to him.
He
What are his kids like, I wonder?
so they're probably nerd.
I know, but what are they like?
We're like
wonder-
nerds.
Well, was his
They're the nerds, but are they dicks? Are they
I don't know,
snobby?
his son's the owner of the.
I think they're probably like laid back with it.
They acted. I think Kraft is
Tommy.
an asshole probably in real life, but like
He,
he plays the part being nice really well. He cares about the fans.
It was funny because when we go back to my cheap seats after we get kicked out, because some broad comes over and she's like, I think you're in my seats. And the rep's like, oh, I'm sorry, what seat are you? And she's like, 7. And I look at Sue, I go, 7? Your seat's 7? And she's like, this is my seat. She's like, just stupid bribe. And then I'm like, all right, so the rep's like, all right, we better go before people start coming. I'm like, all right, cool. So we left. We seen the little Asian guy who used to do the play-by-play or used to do the sideline for the Red Sox.
okay.
Remember that little guy?
Oh wow.
Now he works for an ESPN, I guess, but he was there just hanging out.
I haven't thought of him in a while.
And so we go back to the seats, and we get to our seats, and we're looking where we're sitting. I go, I go, did you see that broad? And Sue's like, no, that hooker's nowhere to be found. I think she's confused and lost, and has no idea what she was doing.
Was she hammered? Probably. Yeah.
I have no. I think maybe she just said she sat in seat 7. She'd be able to sit there the entire game.
Oh, she was just dumb. She wasn't even hammered.
Yeah, I don't know if she was playing it off or she was just dumb. But she was not bad.
Probably she was
She
dumb.
was a little Spanishy mix, I think, to her or whatever.
Yeah.
But then we look down, and so Kraft always sits behind the underneath the basket next to Wick Grossback. Always sits next to the owner of the Celtics. Well, and he always goes solo. So Kraft must have had a few in him because he was all over Wick's wife. He was like handsy, and I was like, whoa. So there's
I'm Kraft.
So we all know about the wedding where Eric thought he was being introduced to a threesome.
That was funny.
So
I actually don't know much about that story.
So there's
it's
a long story short. Everyone's hammered.
Did we talk about this?
I don't know if we talk much about it. Long story short, everyone was you tell the story because you tell it back because I have a story that I pre-leaped post story for this.
A girl in the wedding party I had hooked up with when we were in New Orleans. And,
okay, I know you're talking. I already know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. So Ricky was cousin Ricky was all over. So look, I don't know. We were drunk. We thought he was. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ricky, whose skin was turning red because he was having an allergic reaction. Or
Yes.
something. Yes.
Booze. I think so. It's the booze. To be honest with you.
And Suze was like, we gotta get Ricky away. Suze was wasted. Susie J is wasted. She's looking at me. She's like, what's Ryan's wife's name again? I'm sorry.
Oh, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. So
Ryan. I was like, who's Ryan? I'm like, Wolfman.
No, so it wasn't Elizabeth. Shannon. No. Who's the other one? It wasn't Elizabeth.
Sherry? No, Sherry wasn't there, though.
No.
Shannon.
It was Shannon.
Yeah.
So Shannon. She
Tommy.
goes, so Susie goes, in her face, Shannon said you have the go to come in the room later. And I was like,
yeah.
And in my mind, I'm like,
Okay, this is the one who's married.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right,
I said
yeah.
And the
right.
husband's right there.
Okay.
I'm like, she's married. And like, somebody grabbed her afterwards. I'm like,
Eric's so confused at this
I'm
point.
very confused because I really wasn't too shit faced yet. I think I was smoking on the patio. I think it was right after I got yelled at for smoking on the patio.
This is wedding night. This is the wedding night.
No,
This is the Thursday before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Foxwoods.
Foxwoods, yeah.
So actually, this may have been in what's his name suite.
I was in the suite. I was already gone. I already went to bed.
So yeah, so I'm like, all right, that's fucking weird. So we leave the suite and I go in the hotel room. And I had joining rooms. And we were across the hall. So I go in. Everybody's sitting, and the only seat open is the bed. So there's the corner bed. So I'm sitting in the corner bed, and Shannon's laying down, and I'm like, and then what's his name again?
Scott.
Scott's sitting in the chair behind me, and so it's like this, like you're Scott. I'm sitting on the bed like this, and people can see on live stream.
Yeah,
I'm
get
sitting
this
on the end of the bed,
goofy
two
grin on
beds.
his face,
You know,
probably.
I'm not goofy grin. I'm just like, oh, this is weird. And then I was just like,
So
I'm
you were
looking at
willing to
her.
actively participate in this?
No, this was the only spot I could sit down in.
Okay, but you're there. You're
But
in
I'm
her
there.
room.
Well, everybody was.
Okay.
That's why I
Yeah.
said it's always push. Suze was in front of me.
All right. All right.
Amy was sitting next to her. Rick's laying behind all of them, and whatever. So I'm sitting there, and her like feet keep like. I'm like, well, this is fucking weird. I'm like, I'm looking around to see if there's anywhere else I can sit. I say something, take this, and I hear, oh, I love this guy. Scott whacks me in the back. He's like, I like you. You're cool. And I'm like,
It's like priming him.
what the fuck is going on?
It's like the time you were in the hotel room.
And then I was like, the next day after I, Kamikaze Susie put her knee in my chest and choked me out, I was just like, yeah, what was this? She told me that she said it was okay for me to come in and try and hook up with the girl that I had hooked up with before. And I'm like, that makes sense.
So-
Now you want to know what I was
oh, she just got the girls crossed up.
No, she said that Shannon gave me okayed me to come
In
in there.
yeah.
To do
Because there was
like,
Shannon.
even though
was,
she's married.
no, but
No,
Shannon was
for
sharing a room
for
with
the other
Amy.
girl.
Oh, for the other
Yeah,
one. I
yeah.
get you. Oh, all
We
right.
watch you, not Rick.
Yeah, not worded
So-
right. This is not
Yeah,
worded
it was
right.
tough.
So
Yeah,
funny
no,
s-
that's how she said it to me. So
Yeah.
you would think of the same thing.
Yeah.
And I'm
So-
just like, she just want a threesome? And I'm like,
So we got our pictures back for the wedding. This is where it all leads up to. So there's a picture of Scott, and he has this like inquisitive look on his face, like he's like thinking. So Sue sends it to Shannon and goes, "This is a funny picture of Scott." I go, "I wonder what he was thinking right here." And Shannon replies, "I wonder if Eric's gonna be coming back to our room tonight."
holy shit.
It all worked out great.
Alex Kramer, you definitely took my crush away from
God.
Look at
Gary
her eyes
Austin.
on- nice eyes.
She's yes,
Her eyes are piercing. They're like,
yeah.
like blue.
So take your
That
soul.
was a good picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So needless to say, there was no threesomes at
No,
the
there's
wedding
not.
that I know of.
that you know of.
Yeah. But we got the we got the video back too.
Oh, nice.
You guys watch the video in the video?
No.
You can watch a little bit.
Myself drunk.
Here's the problem though. You guys can't watch the speech video because they fucked up. They put music over the speech and they dubbed it way too high, so you can't even hear the speeches.
Did they not check it?
I don't think they did. And it's not music we picked either.
But that was added to the video?
Yeah.
You can I'm sure you could call them, but hey,
I did.
can we have this with this taken out?
Yeah, I just asked for the raw video.
Are they okay with that?
Yeah, and they didn't put the introductions in there either. And I guess that's an
weird.
extra fee, so we had to pay for that too. So
What?
yeah, they nickel and dime you with this
Well,
shit.
at least that you can get it back with the way that you
Well, that's
want
what I
it,
figured. Because
you
all
know?
they have to do
That's
is
good.
they just have to take the dub off for the
Are we in
music.
the wrong business? Why don't we
Why would
stop
anybody
being
think that's a good idea?
Well, it would have been fine if it was settled in like a lower level, like it was like a 10, and then you know what I mean, just something to fill the background noises of the mics and
that
shit
seems
like
like
that.
the kind of thing you'd ask about before
Yeah.
doing it.
Well,
Right?
they
Doesn't
asked
it?
us
It's
what
kind of-
songs we wanted, and we did, and they played it during the little preview. You guys didn't see the preview. We'll watch the preview after. It's like a 5-minute preview of the whole highlight reel, they call it.
Yeah.
They played the music there. It's fine. I think it was a fuck up. I think what happened was, I do it sometimes when I'm using like GarageBand. If there's a fucking track or something down below, and I add video to it, and I don't realize there's a track below there,
Yeah.
and I don't watch it. I just like make it, render it.
Crazy that they wouldn't tell you that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
That's so
those
weird.
speech things.
I mean, their turnover was really good on this, but like still at the same time.
And like
that was-
it's Man Eaters, the song that like is playing.
What?
But we never picked it. It was the weirdest. And then it was like this 80s, like late 70s, 80s, like jive funk music playing.
Vows in there?
That was in the ceremony. That came out fine.
Yeah, ceremony.
It was
Yeah,
just
But
the.
why
it-
would they not tell you that? Like, hey, if you want the best man in the maid of honor speeches, it's
Yeah.
extra. Why
But,
would they
like-
not tell you that?
no, we got them.
What about
No,
Susie's
it was
mom's?
included.
What about Susie's
No,
mom's?
no,
speech?
the speeches were included.
Oh,
They
okay.
just edited incorrectly. They put music over it so you couldn't hear the speeches.
okay.
Yeah, but
They
so-
charged us extra for the ceremony.
Oh,
I mean, for
okay.
not the ceremony, the introductions for you guys.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay.
Which $50 for, or they wanted to charge us $100. We got them down to $50 for
Awesome
literally
Miz impression.
for literally 5 minutes. Not even. What's the introductions? A minute and a half?
Maybe that. Yeah, a minute and a half, 2.
They better give us more video. They better have like people dancing and shit like that too.
Yeah, they are willing to fork over the raw video though. Right?
Oh yeah.
Alright,
Just give
good.
me the MPEG 4. I'll edit it myself. I go.
The,
Yeah, fuck yeah.
that picture of me, you, and Joe walking, I fucking love it. It's great, but I don't like how my cell phone makes it look like I have a hat on.
Oh, the one where we walk. Yeah, this is the three of us.
Yeah. You're like, oh, yeah.
I gotta say, there's some really good pictures of us, and then there's some really unflattering pictures of us.
Oh, I'm sure they're candid shots.
There was one of you, and I think I sent you the one in black and white, and you
Yeah.
just look like you're like 30 years older than you are. Like it must have a weird angle in your facial expression and the angle he got him, and the lighting was like really bad. It looked like he was like fucking.
Other ones were like people like this because the
Yeah.
camera just happened to catch them, like their eyes are crooked. And,
You
like,
made it a couple times. That one picture I sent you was
That was a nice
probably
picture.
it was
Thank
a
you.
good one. Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
thank you.
there was a
Appreciate
good one of
I
think
Brianna's not bad.
yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
It was funny the one of you and Amy walking up the aisle and she was giving this dirty look. I go, this sums up Eric and Amy.
No, I appreciate that though. Thank you for saying that. to
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
I think my aunt paid off and my uncle paid off one of the guys because the Adebempe family had a beautiful picture of him right in front of the Christmas tree. So it was probably going to be the Christmas card picture next year. I guarantee it. I go, here's a nice picture of you guys. I'm like, not sure if you asked the guy for this or not, but there you go.
I cropped her right out of that picture.
Oh, yeah.
On my Tinder. It's a good picture of me.
Yeah, no.
Alex Wallace, by the way, is watching. Alex Wallace.
Hey,
He
Alex.
says, the man, the refund. Alex, you should have came to the wedding. We had extra seats.
Hope the kid's doing good.
Yes. He lives right up the street from where the wedding was, too. You probably came
Oh
out.
wow.
But yeah. But so what were we talking about? Oh, yeah, so the wedding, all that stuff. We got the video back. We got the pictures back. It's like 500 pictures.
Yeah, I'd say the turnover. I know some couples it takes like almost a year to get.
Yeah.
Stuff, but the
I
turnover
haven't
was
seen
pretty
the
good.
pictures from my best friend in high school's wedding.
How long ago was that?
2007.
Well, it's funny now with the pitches. So back in the day, I mean, and probably was like this up until 5 or 6 years ago. You would like buy pitches, and then they would just like develop them for you, and you'd get like remember when you were in school and you got your
Book, yeah,
school
picture
pitches
book,
and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore.
Oh, they're doing picture
So
books or anything?
they charge us $2,000 for someone to take pictures, and then we have them for up to 10 years on the cloud, digitally.
Oh wow.
So we could pick the ones we want printed, but we still got to print them ourselves.
I see.
But I mean,
10 years to print out all the pictures you want?
yeah.
Which
Or
print out
I could just
500?
download them all on a hard drive, which I ended up doing. I just put them on a hard drive, so we have the pictures there forever.
Do
I
they
guess.
still
But-
look good originally, or shit?
yeah, I mean it's high res and it's like fucking But there's 500 pictures, so it takes up. It's a pretty big file on my hard drive, but still.
You know what blows my mind? If back in the day, let's say you wanted to take nudie pictures of somebody,
You gotta-
like,
yeah.
you have to get them developed. Somebody in
So,
a photo lab would
I had
look
a
at them.
my parents have a doc room in the basement.
That's awesome, but like, let's say you would go to Walgreens back
Yeah.
in the day, somebody would actually have to see those, right?
They wouldn't give them to you,
Pictures of your girlfriend or something?
and they wouldn't give them
Right.
to you. They wouldn't develop them.
Were you kidding? I got
Well, they
pictures-
would. They're
Really?
making copies of themselves.
Maybe.
Fuck yeah.
I got pictures. I found pictures of my ex-girlfriend with fucking holding her titties.
Really?
and stuff like
Because
that.
I was at a wedding.
I burnt them.
Went to a wedding,
I
and
don't see that shit.
people took a lot of pee-pee shots with
Yes.
disposable cameras.
Yeah.
And the people who got married said that half the pictures they couldn't get, and they were wondering why. And they go, well, a lot of them were inappropriate. We weren't allowed to distribute them because they don't know if it's minors or whatever. I don't know. Wow. There was a reason. Maybe it was just that particular drugstore.
In the Army, everybody had disposable cameras, and I always would do one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And one of my ex-girlfriends I reconnected with on Facebook, just talking. She's like, "Oh, I got a picture of your dick." I'm like, "How?" She goes, "Remember?" I'm like, "You know what? Yep." And she goes, "It's just you can see the." She goes, "You can see the base in the
base
bone." And she's like, "I only know it because I've seen it."
Are people that dumb to actually have the balls to do that back in the day? No pun intended. Like actually, go to the you know what? Hell, let's have steak. Nowadays everything's digital. You shouldn't even do it to begin with. But regardless, you can actually people actually did that.
I put up a picture. I forget what friend it was. Probably not my friend anymore. My gaping asshole. It was when camera phones first came out.
Yes.
It had to be like 2000 when it was like decent hammer, like 2008.
Spread your fucking cheeks.
Yeah, so I took that if I was him. I went to the bathroom. I spread my ass wide open and took a ass selfie of of the brown eye and just left it in their phone. I didn't think much of it. And then it was like probably
you.
It was probably years later when they were like, you know what I found on my phone the other day? It was like I gave an asshole. I started laughing.
I just can't imagine taking a roll of film, going to a stranger
at
a Walgreens and be like, develop this.
Remember that movie?
Remember that movie?
1 Hour Photo with fucking Robin Williams when he was obsessed with the family. And
I forgot about
that. He had pictures of the family.
It was in Alaska, right? They're supposed to be. They were in Alaska.
Was it Alaska?
Who was the other guy?
Oh man,
I forget. But he was cheating on his wife, and he had pictures. And Robin Williams.
Insomniac. You think Insomniac was in Alaska? He was a serial killer.
That was Insomniac. That was Robin Williams too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Robin Williams, remember he had the husband had a girlfriend, and then he was developing pictures of the family. Then he would develop pictures and see them on vacation with the girlfriend.
Yeah,
and then he set them up so because he loved the family so much, he wanted to make sure he told the truth.
That's so messed up.
Oh, dude, it was probably Robin Williams, one of his creepier movies.
Remember that? Yeah.
It made me never look at the same guy.
You know what I'm gonna probably do this weekend? Tomorrow, no Saturday, since I'm gonna be here with these two. I'm gonna do a Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Ooh.
Indiana Jones marathon because they're all on Netflix.
Yeah,
yes, they
are. Oh yeah.
Get ready, let's get
stay out of my fucking.
In a couple
stay
months.
Out of my. If I see any fucking weird shit on my thing, I'm
enjoy anything Disney related on Netflix. Because in a couple months, I'll go bye.
I hope all those Marvel TV shows go over.
No,
there,
they're
man.
gone.
No,
they're gone.
How come? What happened?
No, because their deal expires and Disney's starting their own streaming service.
Netflix canceled them, not Marvel.
No, Netflix canceled them, but behind closed doors, they knew it was going to be a problem.
But Punisher, you watch Punisher?
You would think Punisher would,
but just remember, it's only a matter of time until Disney buys Netflix.
Oh God!
And then
I thought they already did.
They probably own a buy
all the Marvel movies and shit going on there. Like, is every Disney movie ever going on there?
Yep.
Or are they gonna do what Netflix does? They'll put it on for a while, take it off.
No, Netflix. It's gonna be. I think I forget when some movies expire. They're all kind of different, but eventually they're all gone.
So if Marvel shows, they're so good.
But wouldn't those Marvel shows go into the Disney org?
No, but the way the contract with Netflix works is they're gonna stop, but Disney can't bring these characters over for another 2 or 3 years if they wanted to. There's a weird hiatus thing going on.
It's amazing what Disney just buys the real estate up the Star Wars. I mean, that's a huge fucking steal, right?
Disney,
Marvel.
Yeah. Disney movies just left.
Yeah.
Because we used to play Moana.
Yeah.
Crazy. Moana because my niece watches Moana.
At least it's American, I guess.
But then you buy the Disney streaming network, and
that's gonna be expensive. I guarantee.
They said it's gonna be cheaper than Netflix.
Oh, we should ask Tim Tracker.
Yeah.
Tim Track, if you're watching, we're wondering if you have any inside information.
The prices haven't been listed yet, but they say it's going to be cheaper.
What's Netflix? $12 a month?
Yeah.
I'm paying $15,
which means it's going to be $9.
Accounts.
Yeah.
4
accounts.
So
it's probably $9.99.
I have an account. You have an account on my profile.
Yeah.
I have a profile. You have a profile. I think my daughter has a profile, and I think there's another one up there.
Yes, I like the documentaries. I still want to watch the one on the escorts. You seen that one?
I've
didn't
seen that one. It's got the little.
I watched it
just because I had
little titty.
You ever see After Porn Ends?
Oh, that one's on there too. Yeah,
there's 3 of them.
Is there?
I think there's a part 4 now.
Oh.
After Porn Ends, it follows porn stars after their career is over.
Yeah.
What now?
Speaking of porn stars,
what now?
So this porn star Nikki Benz. She gave me a 30-day free trial to her OnlyFans site. You guys should join. You guys should go on. It's OnlyFans.com. It's basically models and shit.
Yeah,
will have
do that work.
And you pay whatever. I don't pay anymore. I did that.
I'm not gonna fucking pay money.
No. I did it once because someone we knew was doing it who used to be on the show and I wanted to see it.
Okay.
So now I'm getting free offers. You get free offers. So Nikki Benz is a porn star. Get free offers, and then they'll send you fucking stuff in a message unlock this, blah 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 blah. It's so I email her. I'm like, oh, hey, I didn't know these were here, and blah, blah. She's like, oh, thank you, honey. Have fun. And then today she's like, oh, I'm sitting. She probably sent it to everybody, but still, she's like, oh, I'm sitting with my agent. I got no panties on. Send me a little, spoil me, and I'll show you. And it's like, and then I got one today. She's like, oh, I'm leaving now. I'm gonna go take more pictures later, but I'm gonna get some Starbucks. You want to treat me, baby? And I'm just like, you're a fucking millionaire.
Yeah.
Like you have your own. Like I know
What's
you're
a hustle?
a millionaire.
Yeah,
What a
that's
hustle.
man.
You want me to buy you a fucking coffee
you.
because
Yeah.
you're making millions of dollars?
Why
People
don't you
do
buy
it,
me a
though.
coffee?
Buy
Yeah.
me a coffee.
There's someone
right?
buying her
I don't even
coffee.
drink
though.
coffee. I'll go give it to a homeless
I'm
guy.
your viewer. You should appease me.
I should
Buy me a
have
fucking-
messaged her back. And, let's do that right now. Fuck it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Like right now, be like, Bob, how about you buy
Screw
me a
you.
coffee? I'm in 8-degree weather.
You know what's happened though? Someone did buy her coffee though. Apparently.
I bet.
Yo,
Guarantee
definitely.
it.
I bet you there were hundreds of thousands of guys want to buy her
so,
coffee.
So
bullshit,
we know a
man.
girl. Like, can we say her name? Do you want to say her name?
No.
You don't have to say her name. But she.
Because I don't want to give her any.
Yeah,
fucking
but she was. She was.
Is
in
it
the
who I think? Is it who I think it is?
It was not big titty, big ass. The other one we're talking about, right? Skinny girl, skinny
Oh, I
blonde
don't know.
girl,
I'm
right?
gonna
Is
tell
that-
her we're talking about her right now on our podcast.
Skinny brown girl, skinny blonde girl. She used to be brown. Whatever.
This is beyond me.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
good.
We'll
I
tell
don't
you.
know
After. But anyway, she'll post a picture of her tit hanging out or something like that, right?
Oh, she's straight dildoing now.
Yeah, now
and-
she's doing dildo and
Yeah,
shit.
there's a-
But
there's-
but back in the day, she'd do a picture of her naked and be like, "Hey guys, you guys want to donate money to something?"
That's
like
she
my
still does that.
yeah, and all of a sudden the fucking picture, swear to God, will have like 15,000 fucking likes. And guys, desperate guys, just
Yeah.
like what guy in his world thinks that they're gonna actually like they could say something like
just- I said-
sophisticated to.
Yeah.
We're talking about your fine.
The
ass
thing
on
is,
my
I
podcast.
hope
Yeah.
people like that save their money well, because here's the thing: once that ends, you're never going to get a real job because
Well-
that's all over the internet,
Well,
right?
it's not
It's
even-
like,
but the fact that there's lonely men out there.
yeah,
Oh, she's definitely making good money.
yeah, I know, but I hope she saves it. Usually, people like that don't spend their money wisely. You know what I mean? My
We'll
point
watch.
is, once that's over, because let's face it, everything's going to rot, everything's going to sag,
Well, she's
and no
only
one's
like
going to want.
23 years old.
Well,
She's
eventually
got-
it's going to end.
Yeah, she's got a lot of time.
Everybody has an expiration date. That's
I
my
can tell you
point.
one thing.
She
There's
was what, 18 when she came on our
Yeah,
shows?
I can guarantee one thing to you guys. There is not a video or a picture anywhere on the internet of a cucumber going up my ass.
Yeah, maybe
I can guarantee
I
that.
can guarantee that too.
So if you want to go and search and anything, if someone, a new employer will never ever find
You
that picture.
photoshopped it if there is.
If there is, it was photoshopped. Alex Wallace is probably fucking finding my gaping asshole picture and inserting a cucumber in there.
No, but no, seriously though, like you are screwed because you're never gonna be able to find a real job. That's what if it's on the internet, it's forever.
it is
know?
forever. Like these radio shows, forever they will last.
Forever they will last.
This girl's not smart at all. So.
Yeah,
There will be a
Yeah.
day.
They'll also land a sugar daddy.
yeah, but then eventually she's gonna sag and they're gonna find somebody new. Men age better.
There will be a day where our
Look at me.
grandchildren
I'll
will
give it
be
to
listening to the show. Grandchildren.
Yeah, or maybe not listening,
It
but
could
it is
be
out
like-
there.
That's a good thing. See,
It's out there.
2060.
the best thing about us is like, the best thing about us, but the best thing about this times now is our grandchildren, our great grandchildren, are going to see how we were, how
Developed.
we acted, how we sound. Like
Yeah.
I don't remember how my father acted. I don't remember.
That's
his
true,
voice.
yeah.
I don't remember all that.
Unless
stuff.
you're watching like an old like family movie, like an old
Yeah, we
VHS.
I don't have that. I think my stepmother might have them.
Yeah.
I think she does. I would like to get them so I can show my daughters.
I can convert them to digital for
No,
you.
it's kind of cool because even if nobody ever listens to this, it's
Yeah.
still out there.
It's out there. It's out there.
Someone could.
And as these sound waves are just traveling through space.
Yeah.
Forever and
Oh
ever.
God, some alien race.
Some
picture of
aliens
them.
listen to it. Imagine some alien race like fucking loves the
I
show.
think they don't come here.
I know. I'm not going there.
Like, fuck
Wanna
this
hear my
place.
theory? Here's my theory.
Oh,
If you
don't get me
think
going.
That light years away in space, that there's another planet
Oh,
just
man.
like us.
Oh, there is.
You're
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
I guarantee. I think we've been there.
Oh, it has to be.
Roswell, Area 51, is that right? Area
Yeah, yeah.
51?
Area 51.
There
Roswell.
were people just like I did land there.
mm.
And that's why all these fucking weird shit are happening with people because they had sex with some of these people. They've made it's fucking weird.
No, it's not weird. I will.
think that where people have breeded with.
I agree. I'm
So-
going to go
That's
even
where all
further.
this shit's
Yes.
coming from.
Yes.
All this gluten
I'm going to go
allergies
even
and shit
further
like
and
that.
say we have a secret space program that's actually been beyond and it's been through our solar system.
And I'll go even further.
Our
people
black
with
budget is
people.
over $15 billion.
Oh,
The black budget, the money that goes vanishing every year.
Yeah.
Where the fuck's it go?
Like, I just don't
How
think
about people with hazel eyes? So the eyes, the color of hazel is not a natural color for the human
and that's
species.
that's why I think
So if you
Roswell
see,
and people
if
did
you
land.
see hazel
I'm a
eyes,
hybrid.
you've
Am I
at one
hybrid?
point of time a relative has had sexual intercourse with an alien.
That's what I'm saying. And I think they're just like us.
Yes.
Obviously, they're just like us.
Yeah.
There's another Earth.
So you have alien gene in you.
My mom might be an abductee. I'm not even kidding.
A what?
My abductee.
An abductee.
Of an alien or like some dude back in the 60s,
No,
like a.
an abductee. Like an
So
alien.
I think whoever landed Area 51
Yeah.
were humans, obviously, and they just let them go about their thing.
No, Roswell was the result of It was by our design, and we actually crashed those ships intentionally using radar because the way their ships are controlled are with thought, believe it or not. They put their hands
just like in Independence Day?
They use their minds to actually maneuver the craft, and we discovered that you could use radar to actually interfere with their signals, and we caused those crashes so we could retrieve those ships and back reverse engineer the technology, which is why you have fiber optics and why you have all these things. If you look at the history of things that were
how it jumped
after the 40s, boom.
Yeah.
But you also have things that are locked up because they clean energy, no one's making money. There are things that have been locked up in black patents that have been bought and things that they don't want you.
You're saying that's what they brought from their planet over here.
Yeah.
Now.
You're right about clean energy. So it's funny because now the United States produces actually more gas than any country now.
No one's making money.
And before we were like one of the last ones.
Yeah.
And that's why gas is so cheap right now.
But the thing is, nobody wants those things. You know how many patents have been brought? Like what happened to remember there was a car that apparently could run off water.
And that guy disappeared.
By the government.
Yes.
Patent locked up.
Yeah, and the guy disappeared. The guy disappeared. No one knows who this guy is now.
Was it India? They said they will have a cure for cancer in 2 years or something like that.
So
I guarantee locked up.
We heard that. Yeah, no, it was. Stu was talking about that last night.
Happen.
Some scientist says in a year, they pretty much already have it down pat right now. But it's just a matter of now they got to figure out how do you make money.
Yeah.
Now they'll go to you. You have cancer. It'll cost you $1 million to survive.
Yeah, it won't happen.
And it'll put you on a payment plan.
It's sad. It's truly sad the way we're going.
But it's reverse engineering. It's basically what it is.
Eventually, they will develop the technology to travel.
We haven't. No, we haven't. They're locked up. Ben Rich, the guy who Lockheed Skunk Works, even said on his deathbed, we have the technology to travel to the stars. It's all just locked up. You'll never see it. You will never see it. Because there's no money in that. And here's the thing, explaining aliens, the government isn't worried about explaining aliens. They actually don't care about that.
Yeah.
The thing is, you say aliens exist, then it's like, okay, well then, why aren't we using this technology now? Why haven't we made the world a better place?
I agree.
It's because making the world a better place means these Mongols make less money.
The only way...
That's the problem.
Let's see right here. Tesla was killed, right, Adam? Is that why Tesla was killed?
No, Tesla died penniless, actually.
Yes. No, but you think he was killed, though, because... he had all these ideas because remember he had wireless electricity.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he was actually supposedly in contact with aliens. I don't know if that part's true. I think in his later days.
Stolen, or was that?
Oh God, a lot of them did. Edison stole from everybody.
Yeah, Edison was a fucking thief.
That's why I love our friend Edison was a dick.
He's the reason why. Edison's the reason why that Hollywood is in California.
Yes.
Because it should have been on the East Coast, but Edison actually wanted to. No, only I can make movies, and they're like, "Fuck you, we're going to California."
Yeah.
And they started out there.
Yeah, he wanted to get as far away as possible. And him and because Tesla was the inventor of direct current,
yes,
which is a more safer form of electricity, but does not have the same
kick.
Yeah, you need more boosters.
I don't understand how that works.
But it's safer. Alternate current, you can go further away from each booster station. And inevitably, that's how it basically... Because when you make power from water from a generator, it's direct current.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like pretty much... It's a motor going in reverse, charging a battery.
Yeah.
And it's safe. And Tesla was pretty much like... He was all about that. He came up with wireless electricity, which I think is very fascinating.
He did.
And I don't know if... It'd be interesting.
Yeah, now they do.
Wireless.
Yeah, now you can charge your phone wireless. Yeah. It's funny, huh?
But it's funny. There's
Tesla.
been a stop. Like people are like, oh, like smartphones and all this. This is still running off of shit from cell towers. That was what 1800s, not early 1900s.
This shit's been around, like the internet. Like the internet's been around for the government, and then they found.
Nothing is new. Has happened.
I had the
Nothing
internet
new.
for the first time in 1989 on my Commodore 64. I was able to talk to people in a chat room.
Oh yeah, like remember Jumpin' Jack Flash, the movie with Whoopi Goldberg?
Yeah. I remember being in this. My father would be like, "Look at this, cool. You could rent like a fucking 12 megabit modem, and you'd go in and you'd type in these commands on a disk, and you'd lock into the central network, and there was probably like 30 people on there, and you could say hi, and someone would say hi, what's up? That's where I learned how to sex.
But prediction, my prediction is
age, sex, location.
The next thing that's going to happen is there's going to be a push. Just wait for it within the next 10, 15. A push to get weapons in space, and they're going to do that by having a false flag. Because here's the thing: we have reverse engineered their technology. Ooh. There are alien ships that look alien, but they're ours. They're not alien. Yeah. Everybody thinks they see something in the sky that's weird.
You think it's the United States?
No, it's our government
or the world in general
that has reverse engineered a ship, but it's ours, right? And they're going to stage an attack. They'll be like, and then the world will band together. We have to do weapons in space. Yeah. We got to get weapons in space to prevent this. They're the enemy.
So you think the world peace?
Yeah, but in a way. But no, it's not.
But we'll all be against the angry aliens.
It's a fake enemy.
Imagine
but there are alien ships too.
Imagine if they're the nicest people in the world.
They have to be.
Imagine if the aliens are like the Flanders.
They have to be.
Howdy ho, neighbors! You want to come to our country?
No,
Or our
I believe
planet?
if you have developed the technology to get here, you have to be friendly. Otherwise, you would have destroyed yourself already.
Would you fuck an alien?
Sure.
No, they're humans. They're just like us.
You know, but like say
Some of
like
them
all right,
probably.
but like say like I don't know, like there was an alien that looks like a human, right? Yeah, say it's a human. Like what you think? But it was like a smoke show, and she goes to, yes, I'm an alien. But she like, I guess you gotta put a twist to it, because if you had a vagina, then you'd be like, yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
But like, what happens if you like,
I'm a
Vaginas
little
in their
bit-
foot.
maybe, yeah, you have to like fuck them, like maybe like their forehead opens up, and you gotta like,
Well, I'd ask questions. I'd be like, am I going to die after this? There's a lot
Yeah.
of things in nature that kill the male
yeah,
afterwards.
That's
So-
true. Yeah, they're like the fucking like the bees.
The male gets shit
Yeah,
on a praying
yeah,
mantis.
yeah, males get fucked.
Yeah, I think that's why like they say hazel eyes. I think
Yeah.
analogies and shit like that come from these fucking species.
Maybe.
Yeah, and I definitely agree with the influx of the tube, like the fucking from the 40s to the 50s, the fucking tubes they use for like TVs and shit like that.
Yes.
Whatever the fuck it's called, the transistor
I know
tubes
exactly.
or whatever.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
that
about.
technology, like why did you know how did that fucking come up with?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or the light bulbs,
Yep.
like LEDs.
Yep, LED, microfiber, all that
Yeah.
shit. Velcro, even simple tinfoil
Yeah.
doesn't catch fire. Even simple little things.
I
If
know.
you think about it.
You
I
put-
think those people that landed fucking too had all that shit in their planet, and they came with it and made it.
They could have.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they were like,
They're-
hey, we're.
they're gonna be eventually. They're the same as us, but they're years ahead of us.
Yeah.
Imagine if the aliens were like, hello, I bring you aluminum foil. Ooh, I can cook a
But it's
potato
so
on a
sad.
fucking barbecue.
We'll never achieve that level because we're too
Yes,
busy being
you'll.
important
Well,
about
one of us
ourselves.
has to become
It's
a
over.
fucking high government official.
No, because
We still got time.
Will you share with the world? That's the
Yeah,
thing.
I mean,
We
I
have to
wouldn't share with the world. I'll tell you guys.
You have to share with the world. That's the thing.
But you guys don't believe me
everything
anyways.
has to be-
Say I became like fucking like governor of like fucking Massachusetts, right? And like for
get
some
killed.
reason, I was like in this higher
Yeah,
upper
know
level.
what shit you've done and what you got on the internet. You're not becoming.
I don't know, man. Trump became president, and he's fucking a
Touche.
dirty motherfucker. But like, say I became a governor or some senator or something, right? And I was able to like know the. I would tell you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be like, whatever.
Wouldn't even be Chucky Pat.
But you guys wouldn't. You guys wouldn't believe me, though.
But
Do you know he's
everybody-
fucking retiring this year too. That motherfucker.
But this
Fucking asshole.
slap in the face.
Yeah, because he was gonna retire. Then he had to go. Then he didn't want to like fucking just withdraw himself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
fucking cock.
Everybody that's preaching happiness and trying to work it out for the world ends up dead. Abraham Lincoln. Let's see.
Malcolm X.
Malcolm X.
Well, I don't know if
right, boom, right in the back. John Lennon. Boom, right in the back of the head.
I can
Right?
picture us all sitting there one day, him, and I'd be like, guys, I gotta tell you something. I seen an alien, and then you guys would just fucking ignore me. You wouldn't even acknowledge me, not even telling me.
No, I would talk to you.
That'd have been a
I
Mexican.
would. I'd interview. Well, you know what's funny? It was not even a couple years
Hey,
ago.
Sue.
My mom. Hey, Sue. My mom told me about an experience she had where I was like, "What? Why the
black
fuck
man?
am I just hearing this now?" Like, no, she said she's like, I remember the day clearly because my best friend's boyfriend got his ass kicked that day.
Okay.
And she was walking home with a friend, and there was this craft like above a treetop, a disc, just sitting there, not making a noise, just sitting there hovering.
Yeah.
It was in Malden.
Okay.
Right? And she's like, and then I kind of didn't think about it for years. And I'm like, what?
It's kind of wild.
Well, was this a dream? She's like, no, I woke up the next day, remember thinking about it, and me and my friends talked about it, but we
Yeah.
never talked about it again. I'm like, what? And then I'm like, that's the signs of a lot of abduction people. They
Yeah.
forget. And then life goes on, and then they remember it maybe years later. And then it creeped me out because I usually go to bed watching Alien.
I do
stuff,
too.
right?
I'll go on Sci-Fi Network and everything. Yeah.
Well, that's Sci-Fi Network. I mean,
no,
go to
like
YouTube.
on Science.
Yeah,
Network, so,
Like I watch a lot of those, and I've always been fascinated by the phenomena. And I think, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of fucking weird.
Did you go? Did she go? It was all a dream, and she was reading Word Up magazine, Salt and Pepper, and Heavy D
D
on
from
the
the limousine? Yeah, those are great.
Those eyes will.
She has great eyes.
Those cheekbones.
She's a hybrid, though, by the way.
Yeah, she's a hybrid, I
Totally
think,
a
right?
hybrid. She has great eyes, though.
Is this the Buffalo? Is this
Shut
the,
up,
This is
Suze.
Boston College.
Is that Boston College? Or is it the Bears?
No, BC. You know that?
Oh yeah. Why do college people look so old? Like those guys are probably
80s?
they're probably like
Yeah.
20 years old,
Yeah,
but they
do
look
very
like they're
well.
about fucking 40,
I think it's because low def, maybe. I don't know.
maybe.
I love
She's
her eyes.
powers. She does have great eyes.
You know she's probably the biggest bitch to deal with though.
Oh, she's probably a dead fish.
She has that.
It looks like a man.
There you go.
All right.
cheekbones. It's the cheekbones,
was
maybe a
him.
little bit.
That guy looks like a man too. Who's
He
Scott?
looks the same.
Oh, is that the guy dancing in the video?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
was he the coach?
Looks like his life just got. His life has been sucked out of him since.
He
then.
does.
Yeah.
He's the head coach, but he is.
He looks like he does look like life has been sucked out of him.
Yeah.
He looks like a dork.
Fun's over.
Yeah.
This is my life.
He doesn't look like a hockey player. It looks like he's like he should be doing my taxes.
He looks like he breathes like Warren Sapp. I know. Terrell
Extremely
Suggs.
heavy.
Or Suggs, just out of his mouth.
Yeah. So sounds like Tommy when he walks down the street. Jesus. Imagine being that heavy, like just be like he's struggling for air.
Oh man.
Like a quadruple bypass.
Time to go for a run when that happens.
So we just started talking. So me and Sue are going to the Super Bowl. We'll be there on Sunday.
You guys are nuts.
And we'll be at.
I'm glad we didn't bet.
Why? What are we betting?
I said we would talk about the Super Bowl the whole show.
Oh. No, because we need to talk about when we get back. There'll be some
She must have been confused when she walked in. Like, we actually had a fucking normal adult conversation about aliens and space and stuff.
I wasn't listening.
Science.
I was like,
You gotta realize she doesn't listen to about
we were talking
80%
about,
of what we talk.
Think there's Earth 2 and stuff.
Yeah,
like
she's
that.
like, right, babe? And she's like, yeah.
We could be literally talking about figuring out how to split the atom using a microwave oven
We could be talking about a gangbang.
or a gangbang.
That's going to happen right here tonight.
There could be two points of the perspective. It could be a giant gangbang being here held tonight, or it could be us talking about how to split an atom.
Special guest when you ran out to Amazon.
Well, the guy was in the building down the street. Well, I overnighted a body harness for my GoPro.
It's very sexy, Sue.
So I'm getting it for Bush Gardens so I can. I was watching Tim Tracker the other night, and he had one on the roller coasters. And in Bush Gardens, they let you wear GoPros as long as you have a body harness on the roller coasters. So I got one. It was only like $20. So I figured I could use it when we're at the Super Bowl because we're doing like the media pass. So we're gonna go around. So I could have a camera strapped to me. And then I'll have my handheld camera with the light and the microphone and stuff, so I'll have a couple angles that I can kind of mesh stuff with. So
Susan's going to look like she's with a special needs kid.
no,
You're gonna look like the biggest idiots.
Well, you can look like you're
you're not.
supervising.
You're not. Spaz from WA.
no, there's some
There's
weirdos
way
there.
worse.
Oh yeah.
Way worse.
Gonna fit
No.
in, don't worry.
First of all, the reason I'm bringing Sue is because she's a girl, and if there's like Julian Edelman walking by, I'd be like, go talk to Julian.
She has to FaceTime me when
Yeah.
she goes talk to him.
And I'll give her the microphone because I got the external mic that she can hold, and I'll be like, go interview him, ask him anything.
Yeah, it looks like a fuzzy vagina.
No, that's the one that's on the.
Oh, I thought it was a rat for a second.
Yeah, no. So I got one that's on my handheld, and then I got one that I'll just plug in, and then you just talk to it like this. So you can go like, hey, what can I do with you? Like the time that you guys were doing Man on the Street during the pub crawl.
Yeah, we did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Which, if we do the pub crawl this year, I'll have this set up so the pub devil video will even be
We
better.
should do it, just the three of us, four of us.
Yeah, with Scalabrini.
Okay,
If Scout, yeah. If he was serious, that'd be interesting if Scout
He
showed.
sounds like the type of guy who would probably pop in for a little while.
I'm going to call him Michael Rappaport.
Does look like Michael Rappaport, yeah.
I'm sure he
He's
does.
the white mamba, baby.
Yeah. Like, remember the guy interviewed him and be like, Scalabrini, you didn't play 1 second in the NBA Finals. He's like, how do you feel about that?
I remember that
And he
interview. That was
goes,
hilarious.
man, he's like, in 2 years, I'll tell someone I played the last quarter.
That was on
and,
SNL,
and he's like, in
yeah.
5 years, I'll tell him I started. In 10 years,
I won the MVP.
I won the MVP. Yeah.
I won the MVP.
He's like, I don't care, man.
Cool motherfucker.
You guys are going to forget.
I want to have a beer with that guy.
I remember that interview. That was
Him
hilarious.
making fun of you the
Yeah.
whole flight back from North Carolina.
Just shitting on me for a 2.5 hour private jet.
Gorman was just pissing himself.
It was an enjoyable time. It was fucking the guy off the extension cord. Just
ML
rolling
Carr,
down-
that's the other guy, right?
Who?
ML Carr, he's the other broadcaster, right? No.
Who?
He was a Celtic, or he's the coach.
I don't know.
ML Carr.
Never heard of him. ML. I know Sean Grandy was the guy that I met before. He does the radio with Max. Cedric Maxwell.
Cedric Maxwell, that's
yeah.
the name I was thinking of.
So Cedric Maxwell and Grandy, Sean Grandy. Sean Grandy was friends with my old
ML
manager
Carr.
at Margaritas.
ML Carr used to play for the Celtics. He coached him in the 80s or 90s.
Oh, okay, that's what it sounds familiar. Okay. Yeah, we had the whole plane popping. When I had that big wad of money that I used to buy the tickets, I felt like fucking what's his
Oh, is
face?
that what that was?
Yeah, who was it? It was Selinger. I felt like him
Oh, yeah. Someone did
pulling
that
out a stack of cash out of the overhead compartment to play a game of
Yes.
poker.
Was it like wads of money that Eric Powers throws down on his bed to
Yes.
photograph?
It was like that. I understand why you would need a mini briefcase when you bring that much money, because that was only $4,500, and I would need a little suitcase to carry that because it didn't fit in an envelope.
What movie is that? Once Upon a Time in Mexico. Remember, he's like, what, he's like, what are you giving you, like a couple $1 million? He's like, you only requested a couple grand. He's like, well, I couldn't find something big enough, so I threw. It was like a little kid's like lunchbox.
Oh yeah, no. Well, remember that movie? It was like Horrible Bosses. When he's like, man,
bag.
he's like, I bought the bag.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
he's
yeah.
like, they put the money. It was only like what $4,000 or something like that.
So you know how in every movie they have the leather bag and they open it, makes that noise.
Yeah.
That's the money bag. My mother won on a World Series of Poker scratch ticket. Won the a prize pack, and one is a leather bag, and that's what it was.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I think I took it to Vegas with us. And you literally open it, it sounds like the bag
Yeah.
that you would see in the movies.
The amount of money you need to actually have to fill that, you need ones for them.
But you know how if you rob a bank, let's say you open the bag, it has those ink things, and it goes. If you let's say you had a knife and just cut it from the bottom.
Well,
Could you just do that?
So the ink things are triggered by remote control.
No, I think they're triggered by when you open it.
No. So it's
They're
so
sealed shut a certain way.
As soon as you leave, I think
yeah. So
Oh,
you know,
all right,
you know you
all
walk
right.
out of like
It's a
Macy's
sensor.
and the sensor goes up.
It's a
Yeah.
sensor. Okay.
And it's also remote control. So for example, the bank teller will be like, "Oh, I'm putting all this shit in there," and give you the bag, and you take off. They'll hit the button underneath the fucking thing, and it'll.
that's what it is.
Okay.
It's underneath.
I thought it
Yeah.
happened when you opened it.
No, so-
that's in the movies.
No,
then.
yeah,
This
it's
is
in the movies.
Oh,
So
okay.
basically, what happens is you put everything in the bag, and it's this thing that looks like a fucking like this, so something like this. You just throw it in there,
Yeah.
and it's like a mini bomb, and it's set to explode. So it's pretty fucked
So
up.
it's not in the bag itself. So if you're paying
no, it's in
attention
the,
enough,
well, if they're putting the money, I mean,
I think they're already in the bag. They're
Some-
probably already in there.
someone told me sometimes they're attached to big bundles of money too. They'll
Yeah, I heard
and
that
they'll
too.
disconnect them when they're like, so when you count that money. So when you draw, they'll have these little
Yeah.
little mini bombs on
okay.
there.
Have you
See,
ever
I thought it
gotten-
went off when the bag opened.
Have you ever
No.
gotten-
No.
Have you ever gotten money with
Little ink on
orange
it?
ink on it?
Yeah,
on
yeah.
like the top, like
Yeah.
something like a little
Bank
snag.
rob. I used to, my father used to be like, "That's bank robbery
Purple.
money."
Yeah, like a purple.
So
little,
my dad used to work for the Federal Reserve for like 25 years. So for like gifts and stuff, like they used to shred the money. So when a bill is no longer usable anymore, it's too destroyed to be used. They just shred it. So they have the shredded money. So like every year for Christmas, like we do this like thing where we go for like Christmas at the Fed, and they'll give all the kids like, this little bag of shredded money. And I would always be like, well, if I sat there and glued it all together, I guess
Yeah,
I could have
right?
real money.
yeah.
But I mean, if it's like it's crisscrossed, I can say, and it's I can just imagine me and the guy sitting there. Like, how many people I
It
guess
would
I don't know.
take
You couldn't,
decades.
but like, know how many people you just shredding a 20, and just put it in their pocket.
Yeah.
But like,
I'm sure.
but there's
Yeah,
probably
probably
cameras and shit everywhere. It's like Vegas,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Listen, you
Yeah.
can't really skim it from the Federal Reserve.
yeah.
From a casino in Vegas, you can probably skim. But
Oh, nice goal, Pasternak.
so we're gonna go something against my will when we're down there. But I'm curious. Now, like 98.5 does the what?
The Hudson.
Yeah.
I
Like
heard of this.
98.5 does like the pep rally area where they look. I went to the one in Indy, and it was Felger and Gresh doing it. And it's like 2 to 6 on Saturday. So I think we're gonna go just to check it out,
Yeah.
even though it's gonna be Felger.
Yeah.
I did tell him if they lose, I'm punching him in the throat.
Tommy, come on, buddy. Oh, there he is. But yeah, so we're gonna do that. Apparently, my aunt said it's a huge. If we ever go to Atlanta and the Pats are playing, that's the Pats bar in Atlanta. So that would be cool. But yeah, so you guys will be getting the lowdown next week on the
Oh, for sure.
how everything went down. If Sue's had sex with any professional athletes or celebrities,
Would
while
you
we're there.
would you give her a pass?
It depends who the person is, though.
All right, who would you give a pass? Tom Brady, obviously.
Oh, yeah, obviously, yeah.
Su-
Only if
Susie-
I can watch.
No,
Yeah.
just talking hypothetical
Yeah.
things here.
I
All
mean,
right.
Edelman, I'll let her watch that. Yeah.
All right. What about like Hightower?
Oh, no.
She doesn't
You're
get a
going
pass.
the wrong way of the spectrum there.
What
You
about Chung?
No. Oh,
But if he
I mean,
offered him a Super Bowl ring,
yeah.
his last one. Here you go.
Okay. What if he'll give her the Super Bowl ring? A Super Bowl ring.
well, that's
Or gangbang.
what,
and
what
she-
is this honeymoon in
She
Vegas?
gets gangbanged. You get a Super Bowl ring.
Gangbang. Now we're going. Now we're going a little.
Yeah, the whole
drastic here.
offensive line runs a train, but you get a
No, come
no,
on,
but you
those
get
are
you get a
fat
Super
fucks.
Bowl ring.
I don't know. No, because you can't even sell the Super Bowl ring.
And not the one
Then every
that's
time
a-
I'm wearing it, I'll be like, "Hey guys, look at my ring," and you'd be like, "Yeah, but your wife got gangbanged by
And-
5 guys," because you would let me remember that forever. So it wouldn't be like very.
It's
Yeah,
not
I
the
don't know.
one that the office people get. It's the one that the players
it's-
get.
Yeah,
Right.
because I have to deal with you guys. Unless I moved to New Mexico and didn't tell you where I lived and could enjoy my Super Bowl ring.
But you
I would
know
have
what
to,
this
every
represents.
time I see you guys, you'd be like, "Yeah, remember your wife got gangbanged for that thing?" Yeah, no, it's not worth it. It's not like I could sell it and get the money for it either. Because who the fuck's gonna buy it?
I don't know,
Oh
somebody-
yeah, dude.
Yeah,
You
but
get-
not even close to what it was worth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was tight.
You know, I'd probably get about $200,000 and then have to deal with my wife being trained by the
Private
bunch of
collector.
chubby fucking
The
offensive
nightmares.
linemen.
Yeah.
If you had millions of dollars, I think you had a couple million from a private collector.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know. That's what I was $1 million in honeymoon in Vegas, wasn't it?
It's a good
That was
hypothetical.
all, no, it was a decent proposal.
No, honeymoon in Vegas was with Nick Cage
Oh,
ran out of money playing poker with
Oh,
what's
God.
his name? Fucking Juliana Jolie's father.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And he's like, "So you don't have the money, huh?"
John
And he was like,
Voight.
yeah, Jeff Voight. Yeah, thank you.
"Was it John? No, maybe it wasn't John Voight. Who the hell was it? Oh, it was the guy from from Hawaii 5-0. His father. The guy who was in. He was also
The
in.
original Y50. This one.
No, the new one.
Oh, Scott Kahn.
Khan, yeah, Khan, yeah. So his father.
What's Kahn? Something Kahn.
John
James
Caan?
Caan?
James
James
Caan.
Caan.
Yes.
There you go, James
James Caan was like a mobster in that movie.
Yes.
And he's like, you don't have $1 million? And the kid's like, no, I'm just here to get married. And he's like, well, let me have neither one with your wife. And it was Jessica Parker. Fucking
Sarah Jessica Parker,
yeah, Ferris Bueller's wife.
Can't stand her.
Yeah, she's like horse face.
Face like a foot.
Yeah. Face like a foot. Put that on a t-shirt.
Sometimes she looks hot.
No.
Sometimes, yeah.
I
Like
don't see
very
it.
little.
Yeah.
Not now.
No.
But yeah, younger, like in her prime.
She looks like a girl I used to date many moons ago. The crazy Connecticut chick. I don't think that was way before I met any of you.
Yeah.
Joey knows what she looks like. In fact, she threw scalding hot coffee on Joey's face
Oh.
at Dunkin'
Until you
Donuts.
said that, I didn't think this girl existed.
Yeah. No, Joey knows. Joey just bought him. He was very proud of his new white wool sweater he bought, and it was like December. And we're at the Dunkin' Donuts, which is not
That
Dunkin'
sounds
Donuts
like
anymore.
Joey.
It's now Easy Pie down the street over there.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there. It was me, Joey, our old friend Joe Maggs, and Charlie the retard came over, and he was sitting there. And,
Charlie the
and he's like, "Hey guys, because Charlie would get the coffees for the guys that worked at the movie theaters. Then he would go over and get coffees for the people at the Squire, and then he would come back and go get the coffees for the people who worked at his brother's roast beef shop. So we're sitting there, all just shooting the shit, and I had told her not to come up to Massachusetts for some reason because she was being a bitch, but she came up anyways. So I was ignoring her, and she's like, "Well, you just gonna ignore me? I tracked you down. I found you." And I'm like, "Oh."
That's some good skills in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
To track somebody down.
Well, I think she went
That
to
is-
my parents' house. My parents were like, "Oh, I think you went to Dunkin' Donuts with Joey."
That's dedication.
So I think my mom might have let the cat out of the bag, if you will. Well, anyway, she comes out of bat out of hell in the parking lot, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be a problem." And Joe's like, "Yeah, man, I just got this brand new sweater." He's like, it's great because I eat unsalted pretzels, so I don't get any. I can't get any
Sounds like
stains on
Joey.
it.
That sounds like Joey.
So all of a sudden she comes in, she's like, "What are you gonna ignore me?" I'm like, "I don't want to talk to you." I'm like, "Drive back to Connecticut. I'm done with you." And she's like, "Well, I ain't gonna fuck yourself." So she's like grabbing my arm, like I'm like, "What are you doing?" And she just came onto the table and she went to go throw coffee at me, and I ducked out of the way. And this poor Joe is just sitting there like, "Did I tell you about my sweater?" And I was like, soaking wet. And then she
Arty,
stormed off and
I've
left.
seen you fight with her. Probably might have deserved some of the stuff she gave you.
Who? Sue?
No, the psycho in Connecticut.
You didn't see me fight over her.
No, I've seen you fight with her.
Oh, but what?
Because I've seen you argue.
Me and Sue don't argue.
What's gonna happen? That's it's gonna
Did she
happen.
stab you
That's
with a
life.
fork?
People argue.
Yes, no, a knife.
That, oh, no,
Nice.
that,
Ooh.
that, I mean,
So
no
we're
one
at
deserves
Jimmy's.
That's assault.
We're at Jimmy's.
Assault, brother.
Jimmy's Stairhouse. I remember this day like we
Jimmy's
just said.
Stairhouse, huh?
It was me,
That's a
her,
name drop.
my parents, and so me and her were sitting next to each other. We're in a booth. My parents are in the booth. We're sitting in the
The
chair,
one,
right?
room one, I said,
Oh yeah. And we're sitting there. We're just hanging out, and we're talking about something. And spring break got brought up, and I'm like, yeah, it was spring break. It was fun and everything. And she's like, something about looking at girls in bathing suits or something like that.
You're at a beach there. Yeah.
And I was like, huh? I was a little, and she's like, and then she's like kicking me under the table. I'm like, looking at her, like, what's wrong? I'm like, you all right? And she's like, why are you ignoring me? I'm like, what? And then she took a knife and
Oh my
stabbed me in the
God.
leg. I remember I was wearing like khaki
Like a
shorts.
legit stab or just a poke?
Oh, it was.
Did it pierce the skin? Like
yes, because
it
it was khaki shots, and all of a sudden I seen like fucking little redness coming out from the other end of it. Yeah. Too
Damn.
psycho, man.
That
She
would
threw
be-
me out of a
that's
moving
great.
vehicle.
That would be.
Oh, that one.
So
Is
we're
it that
so,
one? That one?
Yeah. So it was
That
like
was only a couple of years. That was like.
that was like a decade ago. It
Was
was
that a decade ago now?
2000. It was going into 2005. Yeah,
Fuck.
we met in 2004. It was like December of 2004.
How many vehicles have you been thrown out of? Because I've heard similar stories.
No, there was a chick that I
That
dated
wanted to
that
jump out.
tried to jump out of the vehicle. That's what
Oh
you're
yes,
thinking
that's
of.
the one I'm thinking
Yeah,
of.
on the
Yes,
middle
the
of-
jump out.
in the middle of Route 1. Yeah.
That's the one I was talking shit at you at a comedy thing.
Yeah. Yes,
The
yeah.
guy's like you. I'm like, I'm just dropping her off. And I'm like, you know what? I get the fuck out of here before the cops. Are
Yes.
She opened her door on Route 1 while I was in the third lane, and she tried to throw herself out of the vehicle.
Wrong with people.
So slow down. Let her go.
Yeah, I mean,
Just be normal. Can you just be normal?
I
Can you just
literally,
say-
I think I locked my brakes up and ended up in the fucking Dunkin' Donuts parking lot. And then she got out and started running. And I was like, oh, what do I do?
Classy girl.
But no, when I got thrown out of the vehicle, basically what happens, she used to argue about everything. This crazy broad. So we were getting like a, oh, I know what it was. She was claiming that down in Connecticut you can get the same type of roast beef sandwich as you can get in
can't.
Massachusetts. And I was like, I go, no. I go,
No.
it might be similar. I'm like, well, it's not gonna be like the same. She's like, I'm telling you, it's like the same. I'm like, all right, we'll figure it out. She's like, you don't believe me. I go, well, I don't. But I'm like, whatever. I'm like, I'm not gonna argue about it. It's not a big
it's
deal.
nothing important.
So we pull up at this place, and I'm like, oh, I'll run and go grab it. So she's rolling like to a stop, and I open the door, and she fucking floors it while the door's open, and then she like pushes me, and I just tumble onto the curb, and she like takes off.
Christ.
And I'm like, boom, 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 boom. And I remember we're listening to, it had to be December. It had to be a Sunday because New York Giants were playing on the radio because it was just before XM radio, whatever like that. The only local broadcast you get down in Southern Connecticut was like the Giants football broadcast. I remember hearing Giants football on the fucking radio as I'm being booted out of a fucking BMW into a snowbank.
Damn.
Then she comes around the block and she's like, "Where's the food?" And I'm like, "I'm recovering from my injuries. It'll be a second."
Damn.
Yeah,
I don't
So
know how you lasted that long.
it was a year and a half.
before we
Hey,
end
you
this,
know what? I say the same thing. I dated a crazy girl in high school for a year.
Yeah, it is what it is. What are you gonna do?
before we end this,
I mean, she lived in
hit my
Connecticut.
mother.
what?
Yeah, she used to punch her mother. I'd be in the back seat.
What?
Drive, she's like,
To her mother?
Like right.
Oh my god.
All the signals of a classy girl.
Yeah. I mean, I think we go down the library. We could all find crazy ladies that we dated in the
definitely.
past. You know. I mean, and
Oh,
Eric.
they hit him in the face.
I've known Eric for about a decade now, so I mean, just the girls we've dated between the two of us that we had to witness craziness. You, on the other hand, are a very candid man. You keep your personal life very secretive.
I do because I don't not allowed to talk. I can't let to talk about my personal life on the radio. It's
Yeah.
just I know, right? Maybe I am. You know.
You're having a stroke.
I'm gonna drive back with you.
Maybe. also, he just jerks the wheel till.
No, I call it the statute of limitations. It's like if I haven't. There's an expiration date, and then I start talking about things.
Okay.
Occasionally things creep out, but
Yeah.
like prior to that, if I haven't spoken to you or heard from you, then you know what, I will talk about it. But if I still hear from you at some point, then I'm not going to talk about it.
Oh, it's a funny. I got one more crazy story. Go. This is hard to do too. So I was working for Finish Line back in the sneaker store. So we're opening up the Cambridge Side Galleria Mall store, right?
Man.
So this is 2004. She has no idea.
Yeah.
So I'm ignoring her all day. She's like blowing up my cell phone, and I'm like just ignoring her. So she, how the hell did she find me? She drove all the way to Massachusetts from Connecticut, and then she goes to my friend Mike's parents' house. So she looked up. So she looked up my friend Mike's name in the phone book.
What year is this?
2004.
Yeah, that's crazy.
In a phone book. She knew his last name was Venza. Looked up his parents' house. Went to the house. Knocked on the door to look for Mike because he thought that we were probably hanging out together.
I wonder how many wrong houses she went to.
Fucking 10.
So all of a sudden, Mike's mother calls
Yeah.
Mike's cell phone and be like, "Hey, Arty's crazy girlfriend just showed up from Connecticut looking for you."
Oh, dude.
And Mike's like, "Oh, that's fucked up." And I
Wow.
go, "What?" No sooner than this all goes down. Like, know how like the malls have like when you're building the store in the mall, they put like the weird like the plaster wall
yeah,
around
the
there.
barricade.
Yeah.
Yeah, to divert
All of a
you.
sudden we hear,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom. And I go, "That's weird. Who the fuck's knocking on the door? Like the store won't be open for another week. We're just setting it all up and everything, right?"
Yeah.
So someone walks up there and they're like, "Can I help you?" And they're like, "Is Arty there?"
That's
And
what you just went, oh,
Mike dropped the phone and was like,
I'll give you
Oh, I mean, we're approaching.
and I'm
the,
like,
over the hour.
Oh, yeah.
"Oh, wait, we're in a time limit?"
Well, yeah, I got stuff. I gotta go home, man. I gotta work tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean, if you want to leave, I mean,
Mine's quick.
Oh, okay.
oh yeah, Eric's, yeah.
Yeah.
The crazy girl I dated my
Hungry.
junior into senior year of high school.
Go eat.
So we broke up in the beginning of it, and I started dating my daughter's mother. And the first night I had, sex with my daughter's
Relations.
mother, we're leaving my house, I'm going to take her home. My parents won't ever come out of my bedroom. And there comes fucking a broad, and her mother just pulls over. She comes up, they fighting in my lawn, fist fighting.
Oh,
My mother's like, "You leave them alone." I'm like, I picked my girlfriend up. I'm like, "Let's get going." I'm like, "Get out of here."
Wait, so your daughter's mother was fighting
My ex-girlfriend
your-
from
what
yeah,
in front of your house?
yeah. Girl jumped on my girlfriend.
So what did you?
My ex-girlfriend.
Were your parents home?
It's like 2 a.m.
Oh,
My ex-girlfriend jumped on.
my God.
my
If this is gonna
daughter's
keep going,
mother.
I gotta pee. I'll be
This
back
was
up.
like, we were just dating for like, we just started going out like a month or two.
yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, so it was just crazy. I was like, oh Jesus Christ.
And the mother too.
The mother didn't do anything. They're from the moving projects. So,
God, that's interesting. Huh? That'd be funny if your mother opened the door. She's like, "I'm from Lynn," and she comes over, fucking has a baseball bat and starts swinging. That'd be a story to tell. So you ever do anything crazy? No,
bet you did.
I bet she did. I bet you.
You don't think it's crazy,
Yeah.
but we can ask
But she has some.
fuckface.
Sure I have.
We can ask fuckface.
She was dating a cop once, and then they broken up or something, and then he got in trouble. We got pulled over, and then he dropped his name.
I drove his name. Badge
And you got in trouble, and then you got arrested.
No, then she got off, and then
number. Yo,
he was pissed. He was a little pissed off that his name was
Why
dropped.
he called me at like 5 a.m. the next morning. Don't ever name drop me.
I bet
New
Sue.
Orleans or Tennessee?
I bet Sue did some crazy stuff. I can see you having a.
Probably did.
I can see you going to rage blackout, swinging, salt. I bet assault was dumb. You've assaulted a few people.
I've seen the look in her eyes. So she's definitely assaulted some few,
Yeah,
few men.
she goes to the dark side. I'd be afraid of her, especially if she's taller than
My
me.
boyfriend in high school.
God, she punched her husband.
You probably deserved it.
Help me! Someone help me!
Payback. That's why you got
Someone
a nice
help
southern
me!
fucking nice southern bro. They'll beat you up.
Yeah, nice little beat up. As long as you're not getting gangbanged by the offensive line. Matt Light shows up. He's like, "Hey, I'm here for the gangbang."
I heard
Nate Solda.
I heard we get to bang somebody.
Yeah,
Those current players.
Yeah.
Like
you know, for a guy who said he has somewhere to do, he's cracking another beer right now.
Well, you know, if we're gonna keep going, then I'm gonna go to the bathroom, grab another beer. Let's keep going. Fine.
That's
All
fine.
right.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I think Eric just wanted to get that little bit of a story out. I want to know about any crazy girls you've dated.
Quite a few.
I mean, that you could talk about, because I know you have some
No,
stories. But
I
it's like,
don't. I just don't like to.
Yeah.
I watched my
I don't like to put things out into the universe. But yeah, no, I've dated quite a few nut jobs.
my daughter's mother's pretty crazy. I watched her beat up another girl. Awesome. We left.
Nice.
So I worked. I met my daughter's mother working Friendlies, and so we hung around with this
He had
guy.
sex in Friendlies.
It's weird.
I had
now.
one committed.
It's
Okay.
weird now because I was 18, so
joking.
it really wasn't weird to me. But we hung out with a guy in his early 20s.
Yeah.
She was 16 when I started meeting her. So we would hang out there. So the guy was married, and there was another girl, who's fucking pretty hot, worked with us. She was all over.
What
me one
Friendlies
time.
was this, by the way?
Redden. It's a bank or something now.
Was it the one
28.
on 28?
Yeah, used to be Finagle Bagel.
Yes, I used to go there because my doctor's on that road.
Yeah, so I probably fucking made you a fribble.
Probably. I was like a
So-
little kid after my doctor's
So we
appointment.
would. So the guy cheated on his wife with her, or his girlfriend, or from a long time. They had a baby or something, whatever. And she tried to blow me and do something to me. So
How did 18-year-old Eric get someone's
do
ass?
something. You want to see a picture of it? Go look at it. Not
See,
really.
mine aren't
I mean, like,
sexual.
I-
mine are just fucking disturbing.
like, I-
His to go sexual route, you're gonna get some disturbing shit from me.
No, but I
And,
struggled to get like a
That's
fucking
nothing,
handy.
dude. I slept with my daughter's mother in the conference room. And
See, this is all sexual. This is not disturbing. This is just
no,
like,
but
this
it's
isn't fucked up.
impressive.
I know,
so
right?
she was mad anyway, and then so we took her we went to the park on Lake.
I hope his daughters listen to this.
Shit, I didn't even think of that.
She's
I
talking
have-
for her
I
new
have a
boyfriend. She's like, "Oh,
I have a text by
when you hear my dad on the
Um,
radio." So I was banging my daughter's mom.
So my father's not listening. What was this?
I hope your father's listening.
No, my mother be right there. So she gets so I go, all right, I'm getting in the car. So I get in the car, and she goes to walk. She takes her, she bangs, beats the crap out of her. We get in the car, and they're like, leave. I'm like, I'm not leaving her. Leave. So she walks over. She's like, no. I'm like she was just gonna get in the car with us.
Yeah.
After they fought,
You ever have a girl jump on your hood?
like
No.
the dude on Mass Pike.
I had that once. I was driving through. They were yelling at me. I'm like, I just drove away,
I-
and she's banging on the side of my car. And then she just jumps on the hood, and I just slam my brakes. I'm like, "What are you doing?" She's banging on the windshield. This is a whole nother broad. This is like some girl I dated for like a month.
I got other crazy stories.
I did drive one girl to the loony bin once. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
I'm
Like
100%
I drove
serious.
a girl to rehab last year.
Her uncle was a cop. This is what she claims. I don't know how much of this story is true, but I can tell you my part is true. But so she told me, she calls me. She's like, I have my uncle's gun. He's a cop, and I'm thinking of shooting myself in the head.
Jesus Christ.
And I said, you're not going to do that. And I said, let me come get you. So,
So you physically picked her up and took her to the loony bin.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Look at the you're like a good Samaritan.
Yeah. I thought you did some shit to drive her to the loony bin.
No, I did nothing.
That's
to drive
still
to the
fucking
loony
great.
bin. No, my biggest problem is wasting my time with. There are people that did deserve my time, but
Yeah.
I did waste a lot of my time in my 20s with people who did not deserve my time, and I probably should have. When I saw the lighting on the wall, I should have been, "Let me save you and help you." I should have been like, "I'm fucking gone."
You're wasting your time with a couple guys when you're in your 30s.
No, but my life is awesome right now. Other than
right, I feel
I could be making more money, but life is pretty
no,
awesome.
the crazy girl from Woburn, kept always told I'm gonna kill myself.
I like how you said
I know,
a couple
but can I-
guys in their 30s.
So can I finish my story? So anyway,
You're not even
so
close to your
No,
30s.
his 30s.
Oh.
His 30s. A couple guys in his 30s.
So I take her there, and she tells the story to them, and like, yeah, we're admitting you. So they admit her, and I went to visit her a few times, and then it turned out she lied, and she never had the gun to begin with. She didn't think anyone would believe
she
her,
did.
but she didn't think anybody would believe her. She just said she needed help, so she made up this extravagant story to get committed. Apparently,
Did you have sex with her?
and well, yeah, I dated her for quite a while.
I mean, isn't it, I've dated a lot of girls and never had
I
sex with them.
thought you meant you drove her insane.
Yeah.
No, I didn't mean I drove her insane. I meant I just
You
told a
physically-
crazy
you
broad
physically
story.
took
This
her
is
to
a
the hospital.
legitimately crazy
Well,
broad
it's
story.
exactly the same thing
Yeah.
that my ex-girlfriend from high school would do. The
Yeah.
one from Woburn, she would always tell me that when I tried to break up with her for like 6 months.
Yeah.
I'll kill myself. So I came home from work, and I had a football game the next day, right?
Yeah.
So I was supposed to already be home at 10 o'clock, but since I got to work till midnight, Coach. So I come in. She was mad because she thought I was going to come over, and I'm like, no, I got to go home, go to bed. She's like, no, I'm going to kill myself if you don't come over. I go,
Yeah, but see,
fucking do it.
Mine
Hung up the phone, got a dial tone. I go, Ma. She goes, yep. I'm like, left it off the
But
phone.
you see, what sold it for me was it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
She wasn't like that really to
Okay.
begin
But
with.
that's what that
and
girl-
her uncle was a cop.
But no, it's
so,
funny. What you did was that crazy girl on Fall River did would text the guy and said, all right, go kill yourself. And he killed himself. The one who was like going to jail now with the crazy eyes.
Talked him into it.
He
though.
talked him into it. I was just
Yeah,
like,
I
you know what,
guess
go
so,
do
yeah.
it. I was just like, if she did do it, I'd be like, look, she said it to me for
Yeah.
over a year. I just was sick of it. I didn't, back then I probably would be.
The guy had to call the movie phone line when she called my house tonight so I didn't get in trouble.
I used to call the Weather Channel. The weather.
yeah, I used to call the movie line.
I also have a history of avoiding the 4th of July. For some reason, the 4th of July in my life, overall, I've had some good 4th of July.
No, I
Yeah,
see, I see
yeah.
you have a bad 4th of
We
July.
were-
I've had a lot of bad.
We
4th
were
of
there.
No, that wasn't that bad. That wasn't that bad. No, it's not the
No,
comparison.
I mean, it was bad, but I mean,
No, it wasn't that bad, believe it or not. But like,
Well, it was a
in
little
the
uncomfortable
history
for us.
of, I've seen you and Suze argue way worse than that day.
yeah, but we
Right?
never broke up.
I didn't break up with anybody.
Yeah, you broke up 5 times on the walk. All right,
No,
I'm
we
done. I
didn't.
can't do this anymore. I
No,
know, I'm
that
not done
walk
either.
was like
And then on the way
annoying.
back, you're hugging and
because
kissing.
Yeah.
No, that's not how it went. I don't know. That's not how it
I
actually.
did not
all
say I am done with you. We're breaking.
happened. I'm done. No, I never said break. I'm done. That means the day I'm done. We're leaving.
Oh, all right.
Oh.
I didn't
I
mean
thought-
break.
I
mean,
thought
I'm
you meant-
done.
Well, I implied
Like,
it as it was like a breakup.
No, I mean I'm done.
I'm
Like
done.
I'm,
I can't do this anymore.
No,
We're done.
when I say
the way
I'm-
you said it sounded.
That's
Yeah.
not how I talk. When I say I'm done, I mean like I'm out of here. We're gone. I'm
Yeah.
done. That's what I mean. I never say I'm done like
I
break
saved
up.
Took.
No, when I break up, I'm like we are done. We are over. That's what I usually say. When I say I'm done,
So
the day's-
remember that. So if he's with some broad and he goes, we are over.
No, but what the hell story was I about to go into? No, but just the 4th of July in general. I remember I was at a 4th of July Canopy Lake. And I'm like, oh my God. For some reason, the water park was a problem. I don't like water parks anyway.
Water park at Canopy Lake?
Is there? Where?
Since when?
I think you're thinking of water country.
No, No, they have water slides at Canopy Lake. They have water stuff.
Oh,
yes, they
get
do.
that, well, they get that one. Yeah, over
They
there.
have like
the log
2 or
flume.
3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's
go up.
not like a major deal like Six Flags.
Yeah,
but they do have
it's-
some
since
water
when?
rides. Like 10 years ago?
Okay, that's fine.
You had to walk
I've
up.
been
Remember,
there.
you have to walk up the fucking stairs, and there's like
Yeah,
two
yeah.
slides with 2 options.
Yeah,
and
they
stuff.
maybe have like 4 rides in general that are water related.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, I don't know what it was. All of a sudden, the water is a big deal, and I'm like, well, then why did we go on this ride anyway? And I listen to her freak out about the water, and I'm like, did you almost drown when you were a kid? And she's like, we have to leave. And I'm like, we just got here like 20 minutes ago.
mother-
And then she locks. We go back to my place. She locks herself in my bathroom
Oh my god.
and is like crying. And I'm like, oh my god, was she like diddled in the water as a child?
yeah.
So this is why you hate 4th of July?
No, I'm just.
Shades Tom.
I'm just saying a story that like
like
this is
saying
the kind of shit
Tom
that
Cruise.
happens to me on the 4th of
okay,
July.
When I went to get
in
the beer,
general.
you were just like,
no,
I
it's
hate
like
4th
it's a
of-
series of
Oh, okay.
events throughout the
At
history.
least you
of
weren't
my
born
life.
on the 4th of July,
I know,
Tom
right?
Cruise.
All right. Yeah.
There's Christmas is usually like that because me and my daughter's mother broke up at Christmas. Me and my ex-wife broke up at Christmas.
Yeah.
Me and my
And Eric's Jewish too, so Christmas is
And
really
I-
fun.
my
I
ex-girlfriend
have-
broke up on Christmas.
Yes, I've had 4th of July again. Weekend of 4th of July, I've been broken up with twice. It's just never. It's just not a good weekend. I've been broken up with. I've broken up with people. It's
Anyone
just
else broke
bad.
up right after Christmas, but that was a fucking.
So
blessing
Christmas is
disguise.
you. 4th of July is me. Artie, what holiday would you say is the worst for you usually? If you had to even pick one by default,
That's a good question.
even if you've never had a bad one, if you had to say like, this
I
happened.
think
close
when
to
the
this one.
relationships usually end.
Well, she's
I usually ended my relationships around spring break because I usually dumped a girl to find some other girl I met on
Okay.
spring break. So I think that's
So say
March
like-
has been a it was
March,
a-
April?
It was a transition month for me. I
Oh
should
yeah,
say.
March, April. Yeah.
Yeah.
4th of July works for me.
March.
I always get broken up with, or I break up with somebody.
I got broken up with my first old girl from back in the day, like in September. And then we went on. So it was like September of my senior year.
Yeah.
She left me for some like fucking Guido kid from East Boston. So this is what we just had cars. Everyone just had cars now. We're all driving and stuff like this. So I tell my buddy Joe Maggs about this. And he's like, I'll fucking kill him.
Yeah.
So we tracked them down. They were up in Swampscott. We tracked them down at a McDonald's in Swampscott. So here we are, barrel assing in my Jeep with the roof off, the doors off, and he has a fucking baseball bat and he's like just holding it in his hand.
Nice.
So we find them. They're hanging out like they're at not at McDonald's. It was a Dairy Queen or something like that. So we pull up. He gets out of the car and he goes, I said the guy's name was Mike. He's like, are you Mike? And the guy's like, yeah. And he pulls the baseball bat from behind him and he goes, I'm going to fucking break your knees right now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah. And I'm like, ah. So they had bikes, right? So the guy jumps on this bike. So Joe's like, Arty, go grab that kid. I'll grab this one. So Joe takes off with the fucking baseball bat, chasing this kid on the bike, just swinging at him, right? Meanwhile, the ex-girlfriend sitting there kind of like, stop it. Oh, my God. Ah. So.
Sorry. Well, I was trying to read.
You got to use the volume button?
I didn't know it was the show. I was trying to read Step-Husband's list. I was trying to read Step-Husband's
His comment?
comment.
So anyways, this kid, I corner him, right? So I get up to behind him and I my bumper hit the back tire of his bike.
Yeah.
And he just dumped his bike. So he just goes flying off into the ditch. So Joe comes running back. He's like, I just hit the kid and I just cracked his bike. He's like, quick, the cops are coming. Let's get out of here. And he jumps in the Jeep and we take off. And I go, what happened? He's like, I'm not quite sure. He's like, he says he hit the kid. I don't know if he hit the kid with the bat or if he just hit the bike. I'm like, if I didn't witness it, I really couldn't really believe him.
Yeah.
But you never know.
I did date a girl with flatulence once. Oh. Like she would uncontrollably fart.
I had a girlfriend who sleep tooted really bad.
Who would uncontrollably fart?
Yeah.
Sleep tooted, huh?
Yes.
Well, no, not in
who it
public,
was.
but like
Nola?
during
Yeah, she'd fart.
during relations.
Oh, gross. Did he Dutch oven her?
Me? No.
Her
She was the
own?
one.
She probably like her own brand.
Maybe.
Two different stories going
You
on.
knew who it was.
Either or, I guess, right? You dated a girl that fought herself?
No,
Who
she
shit herself?
had flatulence.
Yeah,
The girl
which
that
is
had
fought, and it's the same thing that Eric said.
Yeah, but
No,
she couldn't control it.
She couldn't
Oh.
control it. Be awake.
Oh.
This one obviously.
There's mostly
this
in the
one was
moment.
just sleep. I mean,
Gotcha.
we all probably
Yeah.
sleep fart, but this was nasty.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
bad.
we all sleep fart. We all sleep fart.
Speak for yourself there, woman.
I know, right? Everybody sleep
Like
farts.
a biohazard. Like I'm going to lay next to Resco garbage treatment plant.
you been-
Hilarious
Have you-
last night.
What happened?
Yours were hilarious last
Have you ever?
I had like a fucking one that was as long as fucking Sweet Caroline.
Have you been woken up by your own? Have you ever been woken up by your own sleep fart?
No, but I watched Tommy, my dog, wake himself up farting before.
I've done it once.
He fought one night. He's laying there and he's sleeping. He farted and he perked up and he looked and he
Like
smelled-
Brian, the Family Guy. He goes, what are you talking about? You fart, wake yourself and you fart up and sleep. Who is it? Who is it? Who's it? Whatever's going on, knock it off.
I did it once and it was embarrassing because I was not alone. Wake up on my own fart. Yeah.
First time I probably sleep over some girl's house, I must sleep fart because I hold them in. It's like, oh, and then when I wake, probably not. Because when you wake up, you get in the car, you're like,
Yep.
it's like,
one
Oh, it's the
fog
best
out.
when they're gone.
Oh, when me and Sue first started dating, right? I had to take a shit so bad. She was staying at the hotel over at Margarita, so I used to go downstairs and shit in the lobby. But one time I couldn't hold it, so I went into the fucking room and I clogged the fucking toilet, and I didn't say anything. I just left it,
I clogged the toilet.
and she had to call Rodney. Rodney had to come up to fucking.
Oh, at
clog
least
the
it's Rodney.
toilet.
Rodney's like,
But he thought it was her. That shit is bad.
he knows now it's you.
Now he knows it's me.
Why are we embarrassed about something that everybody does?
Yeah.
I just don't get it.
See, I'm not embarrassed about the sound. I'm embarrassed if it smells.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
fucking dumb.
That's
Hey,
what I
don't
care
act
about.
like your shit don't
Now
stink.
I'm disappointed if it doesn't smell.
Yeah.
Now it's a whole nother level here. Now I'm disappointed if I don't offend
I
people.
love smelling my own shit.
And I love offending people.
I feel like
we love the old smell.
Well, I
of
sniff
shit.
my-
I changed my niece's
75%
diaper
of your
for a
first 5 dates, you're just trying to hold in a fart.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
A t-shirt.
while. That
Put
on
that
the
on a t-shirt. trying to hold back my load so I
Trying
don't
to hold a
blast her
fart.
by mistake without pulling out.
I'm gonna steal
that on a
that. I'm gonna
t-shirt.
steal that catchphrase if I ever make it as a comic or if I decide. I'm gonna steal that from
What?
him.
Put
As
that on
long
a
as you
t-shirt.
say a buddy of
T-shirt.
mine once
Why don't you
said-
just copyright it right now?
No, I wouldn't do that to him.
Or knit that on a
What,
sweater.
to Joey?
Yeah.
Joey's pretty sure he stole it from someone else anyway.
whatever.
So
Or what about knit that on a sweater?
Knit that on a sweater. Can I have that?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah,
Knit
as
that
long as
on
you
a
give me a little
sweater.
credit here.
That's
There you
funnier.
I think Alex Wallace is copywriting that right now.
Say something fucked up with a punchline, be like my buddy used to say, knit that on a sweater.
And I told him, like, hey, guy, I work for a
Guy,
press shop.
I
Hey,
work for press-
hey, let's silk screen that on a fucking shirt, guy, okay? How about that one? It's a little wordy for a
You know,
t-shirt.
Todd's making jerseys. Too bad you guys are going. You could have gone to Jersey.
Yes.
I think I totally.
I feel like his jerseys, like the sevens and the eights, would be all off and angled.
No,
weird.
he's good. No, he's
Oh,
good.
he had the hats.
I'm
Hey,
just
he-
kidding.
I would say
kidding.
he
He actually gets like big
he
accounts.
got
I know
big
he does.
accounts. He
He
did
does.
what did he do? He did.
He said he does like the
did something for
championship hats
NASCAR.
and
Yeah,
stuff.
he
Yeah,
did
like
something for NASCAR, I think, one time.
It-
and-
He
You know
had
what?
A big tournament that he did all of the jerseys for or something.
I gotta tell you, with the hats he did though, I gave those out
They
as
are
gifts
bad hats.
too.
They are bad.
Yeah, you
hats.
wore yours when we went to the bachelor party. That's the only
If-
time I've ever seen you wearing any Patriots gear at a Patriots game.
If he actually makes me a legit, not joking around, a jersey that says mallet with a number, I will pay money. I'm not going to be able to come Sunday, but I will pay him. Because I know I'd probably get a better rate from him than I. If I got it
Holy
from-
shit!
What? What's that?
What? What am I looking?
Texted me. Soon.
Who?
What he said?
Todd.
What he said?
Did he really?
Yeah, he said, should I make the girl a high tower? Girls get high tower.
Ooh.
No, but if he makes a legit, not joking, legit mallet jersey that's blue, I will pay him. I'm not going to be able to get it Sunday, but if you give it to him, I will give you money to whatever. Can you relay to him, please?
Oh, really, too?
Like,
All
I
right.
could see him making it pink and like doing. I'm talking like legit, and let me know how much it costs. I will pay it
Why don't we
didn't
just
know
have
what he
him
was.
make the Scalabrini t-shirt for us?
Oh, we will. We will.
because it'll definitely be less than at the fucking if I was to get it at like Patriots Place, obviously.
It's 35. It's $35 to $50 to get a custom t-shirt. Custom t-shirt.
35,
35 to 50, depending on what.
way more than that. I thought.
Well, it's like I can. Well, you can't.
No,
fit
like
into it.
jersey.
Oh,
jersey.
jerseys. You're looking at hundreds.
Yeah, that's
like
what I
that,
meant.
like that
Yeah.
material, like that right there.
Yeah, like this. Yeah.
I'm
That's, like,
debating if I'm bringing
ridiculous.
that jersey or not.
Dude, if I
I
just
don't
got
know
a
if I-
Ryan Mallett one when they kicked him out, I could have got it for like 70.
I'm sure if you Google, it, you might be able to
I've
find
tried.
You can't find it, really?
No, I can't. I could find a Ravens one
Yeah.
because he's there now.
Yeah.
but
Oh,
that's still
man.
too much. I'm not paying 150.
That's perfect, though. You didn't even have to get custom made.
I know, but it's, exactly that's what I meant. If he was still, if they just cut him and he was still with the Patriots,
When
they could've
I
gone for,
worked
like,
with this
70.
lady whose last name was Light for her father's birthday or something like that, all she did was get a Matt Light jersey. It was perfect. It was spelled exactly the same. It was like,
See,
boom,
yeah,
perfect.
I should have capitalized on that. I really should have.
There's a chance. There's not a lot of Italians that play football, so or basketball or the Damadia. It's not very. It's
no.
not a very common name either. I
Neither
doubt
is
that.
mine, spelled with 2 T's and 2 L's.
But you had it. It was there.
it was there, and I fucked it up.
Any professional football players named Powers?
Yeah.
Was
Yeah,
it?
there's gotta be.
There
Yeah,
was-
Powers
there
was pretty
Yeah,
common.
there was a
Common enough.
there was a DB on Indiana, the Colts for a little while.
A douchebag?
I was going to say it.
Was he a douchebag?
I know you meant that, but bag.
Was it DB? 'cause
Huddle
he's
up.
ugly. Yeah, his last name was Powers. I always wanted him to come to the Patriots so I could have my own jersey.
There you
I
go.
think he wore 24 too. That would be awesome.
Just how many Irish people in Southie are so excited? There's a McCourty that's playing on the team. These white Irish guys are like, yes, there's a McCourty on the team. I got the jersey, the same name. I can pick 2 numbers, 30 or 32.
I just told him to make you and Sue's one both 84. One says Arty, one says Mrs. Arty. I think that's cute.
Arty.
I don't care. My number can be like
Mrs.
anything.
69. Yeah.
No, I don't mind
You
number
know what I
69.
mean.
I don't know, 13. That was my number. That was my baseball number.
If I see Gronk, the first thing I'm going to do is look at him and go,
you-
69.
did
You
you
know what I
text
mean?
Did you text him that?
He's only got 3. He's got to order more, so it won't be this week.
No, that's fine. No time limit. No time limit. Nothing.
What number you want?
13. Doesn't really matter.
13. It's your lucky number?
That's my number of baseball. I really don't care actually, but I'm just throwing a number. out there.
69.
I think they're gonna be more.
Actually, I think that was my
practice
dad's
jersey looking
number.
though.
I don't
Is that-
care. I don't care. He's not going to charge me an arm and a leg, right? No.
Might just have to.
How much like tops?
What you probably should, what you would do, if you want, get like one of the ones that look, you could go buy them at like the flea market, bring it to him. He'll probably silk screen it for you, put all that shit.
Well,
for
how,
you.
know-
much will he probably?
Do you know
charge?
he'll do for you? He will say thank you next time you drive him home somewhere.
He may not even charge you.
Yeah. Well, if he does.
Next time you drive him home, he'll say thank you.
That'd be really nice. That'd be cool.
That's all he wants is the thank you. Was that the night of Eric's wedding? No, that was totally
no,
different.
God.
When I,
No, that
right
was
when I
like-
came back from Arizona.
That's right.
That's
Yes.
over. That's been well buried. since
Yeah.
then.
He was so fucked up.
Fucking
He couldn't,
tough.
when he gets that fucked up, he can't even speak.
Yeah.
Fucked up. He's hilarious.
Oh, he can't even speak.
No, he's
Big
not.
guy.
Have you seen him?
I don't
Like,
think he is.
Hey.
no, you haven't seen him. Have you
Fucking-
seen him that fucked up? Besides that, when he can't speak.
No, not when he can't speak.
Oh,
no.
double back's
I've seen
home.
him be a complete asshole.
Nola just realized double back was home.
Hey.
Remember, because he's sitting on the couch and on regular be like, "What? Talk to you."
But
Rob,
before we
he
wrap,
doesn't
though, Patriots predictions. We have to do the predictions.
Patriots predictions.
28-24 Pats.
See, I'm doing the same thing, but because he's going, I'm going.
Actually,
with the
no.
Rams.
I'm gonna say it. I think this is the one they fucking blow them up.
I'm going to say the same thing. I'm going to say
I
it's
see a blowout.
52-28 blowout, and it's not the 28 is because they're letting them score because they're letting them go down because
No,
they
I
kill the
think
fucking
they're gonna
clock.
just.
They
They're
picking
gonna, they're
Patriots?
gonna be up.
Patriots 52-20.
See, I don't care if they lose because I didn't expect them to go this far.
52-24.
They're
Tom,
gonna be up like 28, 20, 31 nothing at the 31 something at the half, and then they're just gonna.
can I
fucking
call
throw it?
first Rams play of the game? Pick six.
Okay.
No, first
thing
offensive play for the Rams. Pick six.
I feel fine if they lose because
And that's
going
gonna
to
set the
get
tone.
this far anyway. Now, this isn't like last year where they lost. That was heartbreaking. This
I
year,
thought
if
they
they
were gonna-
lost, it's not going to be
I
as
thought they were gonna
devastating.
kill Philly.
It's not even
Yeah.
close to be as devastating.
I really thought
You
they
know?
were gonna kill Philly.
Yeah, it's not going to be as
Do you
devastating.
know that
not as last year?
statistically?
Well, that's because you hate the Rams because you know.
no,
you-
but like
Because then 2 of my teams will have lost.
statistically,
Hey, that happened to me. Fucking the Yankees beat the Braves and then beat the Red Sox.
statistically,
In the AL,
I gotcha.
I mean, they beat the Red
the
Sox. in
the
ALCS.
Patriots have the best team they've ever had.
I just think they're playing their best football.
So someone was
I'd have to look it up. I don't
someone
know.
was running numbers, and statistically, the team that's healthy on the field
healthy.
this Sunday
Healthy.
is the healthiest team and best team they've ever had in a Super Bowl. It blows your mind, right?
Well, no,
But
I
when you
mean, there's a
think about
million
it-
ways you can manipulate that by saying that.
Well,
like, I mean,
obviously, the game has become more offensive in the last 20 years.
but the thing is,
so
yeah,
they're more of an offensive team than
the-
they were back in 2001.
the
where
Rams
they were
have
a
better
defensive
talent, though.
team. Not necessarily.
They do. Todd Gurley is just nobody better than Gurley, and there's nobody better than
Really
the
didn't play
defensive
the last
end.
5 or 6 years.
No, and their defensive end,
Everybody's saying that this.
Donald is no one's better than him. He's going to be a nightmare.
Well, that front line.
but that's what Gronk's gonna be doing,
the,
just defending
down
them.
linemen on defensive. They're like the defensive linemen on the Rams. They're like, oh, who's gonna block them? I'm like, but this O line is playing the best they've played all year.
And
Yeah, it is.
Gronk
No, it
is
is.
technically on the O line.
You watched my video, I would think.
Yeah.
Gronk is blocking. Gronk has been block master.
Yeah, he has.
Pretty
That's
much,
all he
you're
can
gonna
do.
see Gronk.
Sony Michelle's running right through him.
I hope so.
So you're gonna see 85% of the plays. You're gonna see Gronk blocking Donaldson. That's basically what his job is.
Yeah.
And the 15% that he's not blocking him is him fucking wide open.
But
grabbing
that
a touchdown,
almost
you know what I
seems
mean?
so obvious that they might not do that. You know what I mean? Like, it just seems like we're figuring this
Well-
game
Sean
plan out.
McAvoy, Sean McAvoy, right? Is that
Sean
his name?
McVay.
Sean McVay
Yeah.
said the thing that makes the Patriots so dangerous on defense. I think he said defense, but they're easy to switch their identity, something like that.
Yeah, they are.
They're
Yeah,
able-
that's-
look what they did with the they did with the Ravens in the
Yeah.
division series.
And the way
Division, game.
it's. Do you know? what
Brady's
was-
lost his last 2 games against McVay, by the way. When he was Denver coordinator, I believe.
No, you're thinking of the defensive coordinator, and yes, it's
Wade Phillips.
Wade Phillips. You're thinking of McVay. He's never played against. He
Okay.
played.
I'm thinking
McVay
of
was
Phillips. Okay.
so the last time the only time he's ever
I'm
played
half right
McVay,
somewhere.
he was the defensive coordinator for the Washington Redskins, and the Patriots beat him 52-28.
But he's lost twice. Who am I thinking of? He's lost twice in a row against somebody who's on that.
You're
staff.
thinking of the defensive coordinator for the Rams, who is Wade Phillips.
Okay.
Who
Well,
was-
that's right. I'm thinking
Who
of
was the Denver Peyton Manning days?
Okay, I
so
got
the
my,
2 games he was with Peyton Manning.
crisscrossed. Yes. Okay.
But he had fucking
True.
Vaughn Miller and Talib.
True.
And,
They got
well, I guess he has
Dominic
Talib
Sue.
again now.
Yeah.
well,
Right,
but he has an older Talib. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
But
But
he's also got Dominic Sue. He's got
True.
Who might quit if the game doesn't go a certain
so
way.
here's the thing: you get their defense is a quitting defense. So if you get down 2 touchdowns,
Yes.
that defense is going to quit on.
Yeah, they will.
Fucking Talib almost got
They'll
thrown out of the
fold.
Super Bowl against fucking Carolina.
Yeah. I agree with you on that. If they go up on them, they're going to
Yeah.
fold. Yeah.
I think it's just a matter
and I don't
of
trust Goff.
you're gonna see you're gonna see just basic football. You're gonna do. You know when the pass came out with Kansas City and Chargers when they just drove down the field, took like 7-8 minutes to get a touchdown.
Yeah.
You're gonna see that.
Time possession. Yeah.
Yeah.
If the Patriots have, obviously the time possession
I
is
think
in
that's
their
why
favor.
they did that whole for years. I think that he just was. That's why it makes him fucking genius. I think
Oh yeah, he fucked with people thinking they're gonna get the ball. Yeah,
Defer
defer.
kickoff so much
Yeah.
that when they win the kickoff, they defer. Like he
Yeah.
took
Yeah.
it.
It's like,
then-
what?
And teams know they're like, all right, they're gonna probably get the first if they
Yeah.
win, and then he's like,
Yeah.
never take it. And the team's like, what? The defense is on screw. And the thing is too, it's like, do you know out of like 90 attempts
So they're
in the
preparing to go on the field first, no matter what.
Yeah.
90 attempts in the playoffs, Brady's only been touched once. That's fucking.
That
Not
is.
even the 01, 03, or 04
But
teams had that fucking statistic.
The thing is, for me, is this like they've done the same strategy twice in a row. Could
Yeah.
it work for a third time?
I don't
Because they've had 2 weeks to prepare for that same strategy.
I honestly think
so. Now I think Belichick's going to throw a curveball.
I'm going to tell you,
Someone else.
I thought
Yeah.
Kansas City was the best team in the league. Better than any.
They
AFC
should have
teams.
won if
I
it wasn't
think
for the
Kansas City
offsides.
was the best team.
They would have won if it
LA's
wasn't
got
for the
better
offsides.
defense than Kansas City.
Kansas City would have won that game.
Best defense. Yeah, I mean,
They won the game if that offside call didn't happen.
What was the
No,
last-
they did. It was over.
But can I-
Brady,
It was over.
That flag came up before. You don't think Brady's seen that guy offsides and know he had a free play?
But my point is-
I
that's why
agree
his
with
pass
Eric.
was so bad.
Yeah, I agree with
That's
Eric.
possible, but we don't know.
It was a free play because he knew there was.
But we'll never know.
This guy who sees everything,
Yeah.
you
Never
think
know.
he saw him lined up?
Oh yeah.
Then we'll never know.
We never know, but
We'll never
I
know.
agree with Eric. I
can't
go.
take that away.
The only reason he would
Will
throw
Russell
such a
Wilson
shitty
fucking
if
pass.
I wasn't a Brady fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he saw that, knew he had a free
No,
play.
but you got to go with what you have in front of you. You don't know that. He never said that. No one
And
said
I
that.
also agree that
So-
some-
He's not going to say that. That's,
No, exactly,
If he
but-
came out and said that,
Yeah.
people would be like, "You're fucking lying." But
we'll never know.
I think.
I
How many
believe
times?
you, but we'll never know.
But you just think how
Yeah.
many times Brady walks to the line, and he sees someone off, and he just throws it, or 12 men on the field,
Yeah.
just hits up.
No,
and
I
you know what
agree.
mean? It's like-
I know.
Gronk was wide open.
But that looked like
And
a
he threw
real
it.
throw. That didn't look like I'm just
No,
mailing this
no,
pass
he
in to
just
see what
threw
happens.
it. He threw it too high because I think he was just trying to get it right in his hands.
I think so, too.
Because he
But
was wide open.
But
He
it
was trying to
bounced
get
off his
there.
hands.
Well, because I think he was a step. I think he was either a step or two behind.
It was
and
too
it's
high.
Still
like, 'cause
bounced. He still should have caught it.
I understand
know.
though, but he called the play early, so the
I know.
timing was off because he seen the guy.
Oh,
outside.
Patriots fans now. This is now you guys some.
Whatever. I mean,
But we,
It's-
seriously,
he's
that's
the
what
best-
it's
he's the
about,
best
though.
quarterback
He
in the
still
world.
should have
Right.
caught it.
Gronk should have caught that.
he should have caught it. Yeah. But nevertheless, I mean, the guy's the best quarterback
You
that's
don't
ever
think
played.
The flag came out. You don't think?
No, I agree with you, but the thing is,
I think it's
we
more
don't
like-
know.
because we're Pats fans.
It's
people
more
are-
likely
Yeah.
than not he's seen the
What
guy
about you?
I'll
outside.
go with this. I'll go with
More
that. I
likely than
agree.
not he's seen the
No,
guy
yes.
outside and seen a free
Do you
play.
think-
Yes,
Brady-
more likely than not.
Notice what's his name offside, Kansas City. That's why he threw a shitty ball. Huh? Yep. But you think?
Yes,
you don't
but
think
do
he
you
saw
see-
that though?
I don't know.
Joe's obviously Joe's like the negative Patriots
Yeah,
fans.
that's
Like
why.
he's like if you want to
He's
hear.
just podster. He's just.
I don't know.
He likes to piss me off. Of the fucking.
No, I think he's realistic, and you guys sound like more like Patriots fans.
No, Joe's like
You can usually tell. I know you can't hear me, but
You can usually tell.
You should tell.
tell.
when,
You
Now
should
we're
right
on.
now.
when Brady sees
When
a flag,
Freddie sees a flag on the play. That's a quote from Nickelback.
Well, Gronk should have caught that no matter what.
Yeah, the
Should've.
thing is, he should have caught it. That's what.
I
makes
just think
me not
Gronk was
convinced.
surprised because I think it was a step too
I
early.
just think he was trying to get it to him because he was wide
Yeah,
open.
no, I agree. More
and-
likely than not, but at the same time, and
You
I
guys
would
want
say
to talk about that
definitely-
Saints call?
No.
They got screwed.
Uh-oh.
There's no way getting around that. They got screwed.
They did get screwed. Did you
There's
see?
no interpretation.
Did you
There's
guys? No, you guys didn't. It was
Well,
at
did you
work
see my
today.
video where I pointed out the ref standing right there?
Yes. Did you see what Sean Payton was wearing underneath his sweater today?
Yeah. The clown.
The
thing.
clown Goodell
Well,
shirt.
You know they made a.
I'm not even a Saints
You know they
fan.
made a Cloud Max Kellerin shirt now. Barstool. They have a
Oh,
Cloud
yeah?
Max Keller.
I think it was. Yeah, it was funny that it was kind of like a fuck you to Goodell. He was like, yeah.
Well, my video even said, "Look at this asshole right here. He's got the best view of it."
Oh yeah, no,
Right?
I watched the video
Yeah.
for the potato.
I don't know how no one threw a flag on that. I really don't.
Someone's
They
on the
don't-
take.
yeah.
That's what that is.
Because there's some money that went into his pocket, and he's from LA.
Well, I'm not going for the LA thing, but I think there's money.
History of being from LA.
Who is?
The ref that was.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
the
Oh,
whole
the
crew,
refs
like
from
most of them,
LA.
are. Yeah.
Ooh, that's a little fishy.
But the thing is, it's counterpoint this. Even though I agree with that, Saints got fucked. But the point is, that didn't win the game. They did go to overtime, and the Saints did get the ball first. Yeah.
well,
We don't know that. We don't know that.
but they did have another
Right?
play after that.
But the Saints did have an opportunity to
It
was third
rectify the
down.
situation
They
in
would've had it on the
overtime.
5.
I understand that it was, but
Right?
so it was a shitty call. And I don't
Horrible
know-
call.
I
No,
don't know-
Saints should have won. They should have won.
I
There's no
honestly
going around
don't
it.
think if that play in particular would have resolved what the game outcome would have been.
Definitely.
But
Yeah.
it would have worked in the advantage of it was more likely than
Yes.
not
Yes.
that it would have helped the Saints
They
probably.
would've- they
But in
win
OT,
that
the
game.
Saints won the coin toss.
Yeah.
And
They
usually
would
the
have
team
still
that does
kicked
win.
the field goal.
Yeah.
No matter what, they
Yeah.
would. But they would
Yes.
have brought the clock down so low
Yeah.
that no way else.
But they did have a
So,
shot at redemption.
More
in overtime.
likely, I would say, more likely than not, that play would have affected
Oh, big
this
time.
outcome of
Saints
the game
got
positive
fucked.
to
You
the
know what's
Saints.
funny
Your team
about-
would have won.
Funny about what you're saying is, and people have been saying that, like, I saw it like, oh, Mahomes didn't get a chance, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, shut up, that's the OT rules. And then the people saying, well, Breeze had his chance. It's like,
Yeah,
fucking
it's contradiction of
yourself.
itself. It's basically yes. Every
Yeah.
team had,
You can't get mad at overtime rules that have been there since the invention of
Yeah.
overtime.
But it's just,
and they even modified it so even if they kick the field goal, it's not even just a simple field goal. You have to actually
Yeah.
get the touchdown the
You
end of the
had
game.
the Patriots third and long 4 times?
Third?
Zero times?
Yeah.
and you gave it up.
I want to be
Sorry.
third and long
Yeah.
with Gronk this weekend, if you know what I mean, man.
Shit.
Hey, Adam, imagine if I get Gronk's penis in my hand.
Oh, boy.
I'll leave it at that.
Shake.
Oh, boy.
Michael Jackson.
So fucking extra.
Michael Jackson Susie. So when Susie gets drunk, she goes, hee hee hee. Do it.
I can't do it on the spot.
Hee hee hee.
Oh, that fucking interception's giving me nightmares. Didn't even have it. Wasn't even count.
What?
That fucking interception.
We have
guy was
PTSD
offside.
from
Yeah,
fucking
man,
Pats
PTSD.
game. Joe's over there sitting there like, yeah, the stuck.
Were you
My
here?
boy Mahomes. He's a Mahomes boy.
Were you here? Or were
Funny
you
thing about
like-
that video is that was
Yeah,
one
you
of
were
the-
sitting there. Yeah, remember you hugged him?
Oh,
You guys
yeah.
kept going, Edelman's.
Oh yeah, you were. Yeah.
Funny thing about that
I
video
was
was that was more of a
there.
test. It had issues, but I want to see how quick I could turn that over. I turned that over in about 24 hours.
With that football one?
Yeah, that was a
pretty good.
24-hour turnover. So because
I like
next
the
year I
little-
want to do a fantasy football.
I like the little packy on the couch.
I had a few green screen issues, but like the thing is that wasn't the point. It was to see if I could actually put it together without it looking like complete shit. Because it was a test. Because next year, once football season starts, I want to do a fantasy football.
I gotta
thing.
tell you, it's no Tim Tracker, but
Well, I don't. And I hope it never is.
it's good though.
Because I don't want to do vlogs.
You don't want to be like Tim Tracker
No,
and
I
his
do
wife
not.
Jen Tracker,
No, do
who
not.
goes to Disney World. every
No,
day?
no, do not. Not
What
my
do you
thing.
think my wife thinks when she walks home and I'm laying on the couch eating almonds, watching Tim Tracker?
She's thinking how sexy you look, buddy. Because I know I would. I'd rub your belly.
Oh, he does do a daily vlog. It's my daily vlog channel. It's the Daily Woo. You guys got mad at me when I watched the Daily Woo, so I stopped watching that. Then I started watching the Nomadic Fanatic, and you guys bust my balls on that one. And then I found something more sensible and family friendly, like Tim Tracker.
Arty,
And you guys
I
make
would-
fun of me for that too.
I'd rub your belly. You could eat your almonds. No,
Because he's a weirdo.
I love when I walk when
Arty?
when I'm sitting here and your face is on the TV watching the potato. People,
I will rub your. I will make you
What
your
grown
popcorn
man
and rub your
goes
belly.
to Disney World every day
I would if I
and
lived in-
finds something new to
I would.
blab about.
Well,
True.
I
Very
would
valid
if I
point.
lived in Orlando. I would be at Disney every day. On my way home from work, I'd stop there.
It's a very valid point,
You're a
sis.
weirdo.
Well, that's fine.
You married him. You knew this.
No, I know. I still love you, but
It's like my
to
first time.
watch
We never-
this grown man
Yeah.
go to Disney.
He's got 2 more
every
videos today, by the way.
day.
Why?
boy.
Because he finds stuff.
On that note,
And he gave me a lot of pointers when I was in Disney to find some fun stuff to do. I don't like how he says this looks fun. I don't like when people say this looks fun. Like there was like a little like puffy like a ice cream cone. He's like, oh, that's a fun ice cream
Oh, and
cone.
he talks so weird, and
Hang
then
on, hang on, I
his
said something.
stupid wife is just a nimwad.
First person to use Nimwad since the 90s.
I know, right? Bringing it back.
Yes.
I like it.
Throwback Susie.
I'm gonna use that
I
tomorrow.
could use some other words, but
Wow. They're sponsors of our show.
Won't stop. Email back.
Oh, did she say? Oh, what'd she say?
On that note,
I said we're talking about your fine ass on my poor.
What'd she say? And she's like, can you buy me another coffee?
Oh, so
Oh.
she's definitely a bot.
Oh,
Because
what?
this comes back, baby. I'm bored and a little horny. Make my pussy juicy wet. I've somewhere to be in an hour. Spoiling me like the queen if you want to play for a little.
Artie, after this show, I have to show you something because I think it'll beat the Garth Brooks video.
Oh, yes.
But it's a live performance,
Ooh, even better.
and you're gonna be like, you're not gonna know how to comment on what you're seeing in this video because your brain is gonna explode. But you have to pay attention.
All right.
It's
Well, I
very
can't
messed
wait.
up.
All right, so we'll end it here. Me and Suze will be doing a special episode of the Arty 84 show live from the Super Bowl this weekend. I'm not quite sure if it's going to be on Saturday or it'll be on Sunday. We might do it right before the pregame. Who knows?
Nice.
But we'll be doing something.
Now, if you see Julian Edelman, you get to
Yes.
message
If
him,
we had
FaceTime
Julian
me.
Edelman, I will let my wife have sex with him for you.
FaceTime me.
no, not that homeless looking man.
She just got a point from me.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll see Edelman. I'll promise. We'll
You don't
I'll give him
interview
your
him.
home address.
You don't interview him until you FaceTime him. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna be sitting right here all day Saturday watching fucking Indiana Jones movies.
That's not bad.
You're gonna
I like
no.
that.
You know what he's gonna do? We're gonna fucking FaceTime him. He's gonna be like, hello. What the fuck you want? And then you're
No.
gonna see fucking Edelman's sexy face, and you're like, oh hi.
He's gonna know it.
Oh, if you FaceTime me, you've seen.
Oh, now I'm just gonna FaceTime him, not have
I
Edelman
gotta go
even
home
go.
and get my JE11 hat.
He's gonna have his fucking Edelman T-shirt on, Edelman hat, and he's like, "Oh, is this your special needs kid you have watching your dogs?"
I might. He remembers me. I mean, I might if he might remember me, but like, well, Steve remembers me. Well, he might. I mean, it's a very distinct.
Jillian, you
It's a
remember
very
me?
distinct thing. I met him doing a commercial for fucking
Don't
Dunkin'
forget to
Donuts
check out
with
the
Don Zola.
Whirlwind
That's
Potato
true.
on YouTube.
You know, he may not remember me. Once I bring up Don Zola, maybe like, yeah, I remember
Oh
you.
boy.
I'm like, you called my buddy. You didn't believe it was you.
Don Zola's my mother's favorite local comedian. All right, guys, we'll see you. Make sure you like us on World Word and Potato on YouTube.
Eric Powers, Twitter. Do
The
it.
Wicked, Eric Powers, The Wicked Explorers, the Out 84 Show. Just
Eric
like,
Powers on-
subscribe, do all the funky stuff, and we'll be at the Super Bowl. We'll be here next Wednesday the 6th. Back on our regular schedule. See you guys later. Have a good day. Bye.